Why did it change it? Welcome everyone. Welcome to today's stream. Is it working? Oh yeah, okay. It is apparently. Amazing. Welcome everyone to the incredible day. Today what hopefully will be a 5-game series once again. That's what I'll be hoping for, all of us. As now we're gonna be entering very soon the grand final. This is what it all comes down to. These two teams haven't met actually that much. In terms of regular season, they just had one match. But even that one was, I won't talk about that soonish. Okay, it seems like everything is working fine, amazing. Everyone, welcome to beautiful day. The beautiful day of League of Legends. LCK, I think, when is LCK ending? I think like the first and like participant is gonna be found out very soon through the LCK. I think that's happening soon. But right after it's gonna be us. We're gonna be the second one to be decided. It's gonna be just before LTA also is gonna be deciding very soon tonight. All right, everyone. I think we're live. Before the game starts, I also want Kuromi's prediction, just to, you know, get like a general feeling what she thinks to the situation. So we're gonna see what's happening there. But also, we are live now. But also, I'm gonna be having the usual post. Just now, 1 second. All right. There you go. I just need to share this one here as well. So everyone, welcome to the stream. Hopefully we're gonna have an incredible time today. Yesterday we've seen Fearless BO5. I wanna be honest, Game 5 was a bit of a stomp, and if I'm being completely honest, the drafts were not necessarily unique. I felt like Game 5 draft is something we could see maybe like Game 2, Game 3's. It wasn't like super unique, but nonetheless. Homogengy is ending soon, right? I think so. Let me check. Yeah, it should be. Okay, there's an interesting draft. Last decay, we'll see what we're gonna be having. Alright, let me pour myself some drinks. And right after, we're gonna start the action. I need some caffeine. I slept like 4 hours last night. This week I haven't really gotten too much sleep, if I'm being honest. I have been editing the highlights, doing the streams. It's been pretty busy. Alright, let me put up. Where is it? There you go. Let me put up the stream in Bing so I can see it perfectly. The teams are entering the stage. Alright, everyone. But before starting, before the match starts, let me ask our oracle, just in general, Kurami, let me ask you just in general before the match starts. Simple question. Who goes to first stand? Who's going to be the very first international LCP representative? CFO or TLN? As okay, she is without hesitation immediately. Oh my god! Do you see it? It's still there. Oh my god! The Switcherino! She went for TLN at first, but then changed her mind. Changed her mind and rather went for CFO. Oh my god. Oh my god, the Switcherino. That is like the first time she did that. What does it mean? Chat, what does it mean? Are we gonna be seeing a comeback? Or what is it? Are we gonna be seeing 5 games? What does this mean, Kurami? I don't know what it means. But this is gonna be a banger of a series. These two teams have met each other once. I mean, these two teams have a history with each other. And not just in the LCP. These are how many times these two teams are like the top 2? The more things change, the more they stay the same. As in the PCS, TLN and CFO have been dominating in the recent years. And now, in the LCP, this trend continues. These two teams are going to be meeting. However, as for this year, as for these rosters, they have only met once so far in the regular season. However, that game went to 3 games. And if you guys need a... Okay, this is getting a little loud outside. I need to close my window soon. And if you wonder, how did that game go? Just to remind everyone how that Lost Encounter has went, I have a 3D printed out. I mean, look, it's 3D. I have 3D printed out the gold graph from the last game. Game 3, TLN versus CFO. At that time, it was TLN who won. But as you can see, I'm gonna be looking at this. I'm gonna be looking at this graph because I want something like this today as well. 5 of this. I'm gonna be putting it like here. I'm gonna be putting it there as a reminder. You guys not even seeing it. I'm gonna be putting it there as a reminder for everyone. That's what we are aiming for. You know how some people just like put up their goals? Just like, you know, have it in front of them. That's our goal. That is our goal right there. That's what we want. Back and forth fiestas. As we are gonna be starting the game very soon. As the team are on the stage. As the teams on the stage already, only less than half a minute left until we're starting our very first LCP. Yeah. The teams are getting ready. There's only less than 10 seconds now until we start our very first LCP finals. Oh. bam, bam, bam. I don't understand Mandarin, but I would assume CFO are saying we're really happy to get to the finals. We were knocked out by Vikings. As I remembered J team back in the days. I don't. That's probably not what they're saying. I don't speak Mandarin. I don't know. We don't have a subtitle for this. Two teams. Oh, that's the Japanese customer, I understand. It's like, what an amazing Betty, what an amazing Betty, triple kill. These two teams, TLN and CFO, such an history. These two teams, CFO. New names, old names. Some names from TLN back in the days. Legends of the PCS back in the days. Played against each other so many times, but I think like most of them, it's just TLN. TLN, the kings of... There they are. TLN, the kings of the Pacific. Went to MSI, went to Worlds so many times to represent the PCS. However, here, to these finals, they're coming as underdogs. Not necessarily as like actual underdogs. But, you know, this TLN, the Kings of Pacific. However, as for this particular finals, they're gonna be coming from the low bracket. While CFO, they yet to lose a match rather. While CFO, they have not lost a match in the playoffs just yet. Hello, welcome everyone. These teams have such a long history when it comes to each other. And while TLN coming from the lower bracket, they're just off. They've just finished an incredible BO5 5-game series yesterday. While CFO, they want to prove it. While CFO, these two teams have beaten each other a lot of times in the previous years. They've swapped members around as well. Junjia, Karsa. Little swapperitos have been happening compared to some of the previous iterations. However, no matter the name changes, no matter how many members change, no matter if they bring up new players like Hongkyu, these two teams still remain as the top of the LCP, of the Pacific region. And they're in one step away from go to first end as the first ever LCP representative. And as we are entering draft, this is just the normal bands. I wouldn't expect anything unusual here. I mean, some notable things. Mel is up. I don't think that she's necessarily a game 1 type of champion, but you never know. However, it's likely to be the Cassante. To the Ambessa, I wouldn't be surprised. Ambessa Jace. One of them is going to be picked here, most likely. Aji sleeping as per usual. With old Aji. On the other side, it's going to be the Ambessa. Paint me surprised. As a Corki as well. Okay, that's... Yeah, okay, we have a bit of usual familiar draft, I would say. You wouldn't expect anything else from game 1. I mean, I still trust in Hongkyu. Has played the Mel before. I don't necessarily think the Mel is that OP right now, or like in this draft yet. Junjia gonna pick up the Vi here with the Aurora. Or there's no way this is Masaharis, has to be an Aurora. He's just trolling. I learned yesterday not to believe in hovers. we are just getting the most. We're just getting the OP champions out of the pool. So that's basically what's happening. This is literally the most common champions I think this year we've seen. Who could the reply? The Maokai? Alright, I mean, could be jungle. We've seen jungle Maokai. Obviously could be support as well. A little flexible currently. Nice engage tools so far for TLN, I had to say. Also nice poke with the Corki as well. But we'll see. I wouldn't expect anything super, you know, unique. Anything super interesting from just now. Kaisaban already, that's interesting. I feel like Misfortune is the... I feel like Misfortune would be the best here for CFO right now. Yeah, we'll see what happens after the bans are out. Also, TLN probably Ezreal ban if they wanna go for ADCs. On the Poppy. Still expecting the support to be picked. But I guess like Poppy could also be jungle. Just a little flex steal. This is gonna be the Misfortune ban. I feel like Misfortune would be kind of OP. Misfortune would be pretty OP for CFO here, and that would probably make me predict them if they pick up the MF. But for now, we're just banning some of the other OP champions right now. Rakan has been having a pretty high prio ever since his buff this patch. I wouldn't expect too much cooking, I think, in like game 1-2. Let's just hope that the score is gonna be equal at that point, so we're guaranteed at least 4 games. There's a Victor also banned. So what is that gonna be? I mean, mid laner is still possible. The Corki is gonna be played bot lane. I feel like Betty is more of a Corki player. I definitely would expect this Corki to be there, but like I think last time around it was actually Fofo who played him. Is Betty gonna go for the Ashe? Oh, I don't like the Ashe comps. If CFO just goes for Misfortune here, I feel like they just win this drought. Misfortune, maybe Alistar as well. I feel like that just would be the cherry on top. Is this gonna be the Zeri? Or they just go for the Zeri Lulu? On Draven, there's no chance it's Draven. But in the end, they just go for the Ezreal Leona, it seems like. I feel like Misfortune would have been better here, but I'm gonna be honest. Ezreal Leona also such a strong lane. I would expect this last pick to be the Leona. Gotta be also pretty OP against like a Corki and Ashe, just long range champs. What is gonna be the Alistar? I'm gonna go for some knockups here. Some extra engage tools. Also, kinda could be frontline as well. Now, what is the last pick for TLN? Oh, what TLN? I'm just be going for the Renata. Oh, the Renata Maokai is such a strong combo. You can just taunt the enemy for ages. I'm not sure how well it would be working because obviously CFO has their very own CC tools. The Vi ultimate into Aurora ultimate. It's gonna be pretty hard to predict who wins here. But that's not my job to do so. Kurami has predicted CFO to win the overall match. But who are you predicting for game 1? What are you predicting for game 1, Kurami? You see the drafts? Do you believe in Aurora? Do you believe in Ashe comps? As Kurami says, she believes in the Ashe. She believes in the power. Who else is in there? forgot the other ones. She believes in the Maokai. And she says, even though CFO is gonna be winning the whole thing, TLN is the one who's gonna be taking the first game. That is her current prediction right now. Let me just type it out. So she's predicting TLN. Yeah.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
As we are in the game. As we are gonna be in the game. A lot of AD damage on the side of TLN. But these days, I feel like AD is like... But these days, I feel like anti-tank items are so good. You can shred armor so easily that it's kind of fine. Full AD comps have been dominating the world stage as well. So you don't really need an AP. However, I would still give the draft a little bit maybe to CFO. Because I just like the Ezreal. I think Ezreal's damage output is incredible. And together with Aurora, if that Aurora gets ahead, there's no way to stopping her. Okay, game one. It's gonna be a banger. Teams. We also have normal lanes here. There's no swaps happening. Just the normal old League of Legends. Ezreal Ashe bot lane 2. This is literally just like age-old League of Legends. However, Honky is gonna get a little forward here. Has to immediately flash out, but there's already Karsa coming in with the gang. Level 2 and one more auto. It should be Fofo. Gets the first blood. And that was fast. I mean, I just talked about how Aurora, if she gets ahead, it's still gonna be happening, it seems like. At least for now, the Corki is gonna be accelerated, and this is literally what we've seen last time around. Against Vikings, TLN just incredibly dominated the early game. That was their bread and butter. Just get as much of a lead in the early game as possible. And they're not stopping. Coming into the grand finals, they're still gonna be dominating the early game. There's gonna be Karsa harassing out Junji, and Aji is also coming in here. Level 3 across the board. But yeah, that's gonna mean Junji is gonna be able to jump out. Aji is still going in. Oh wait, Aji just doesn't stop here. That's gonna be a little bit of a... Gonna get Junji down quite a lot. I mean, has to force him to recall. So once again, overall, TLN is just incredible in the early game. That was a nice gank coming in from Karsa, but this team, holy. My cat just sit in front of me. I don't see the screen anymore. And I think I can show you guys. I can. 1 second. Alright. I have a little bit of an issue. I don't see what's happening. My cat has been blocking my view. I don't know what's happening there. I don't see the screen. Kurumi does not want me to see the match. Maybe she's a CFO fan. I mean, if she's a CFO fan, this is not a great view. TLN so far winning the early game, just like how they did against Vikings. It seems like their momentum is not stopping across days. They're gonna be cancelling Doggo's recall as well. Just everything to make life miserable for the CFO players. They're gonna be winning every single lane as well, little by little. However, Junji now coming to the top. Flash available for Aji, so I don't necessarily think it's gonna be a kill. Nice flash But nonetheless, still got the flash out. Maybe for next gank it's gonna be important. TLN. Who did she predict? She predicted the CFO to win the whole thing. But she predicted TLN to win this match. Predicted CFO overall though. That was interesting. Like she was in the bowl of TLN's bowl. But she was like, nope, I'm not eating this one. And just went to CFO. She almost ate. She almost ate the TLN one, but decided to go for the CFO. What has happened to rest here? What has happened to rest here? Just gonna be incredibly low. Corsa waiting for the spawns. Gonna be there on timer, but Junjia has the same idea as well. The junglers are gonna be in a little bit brawl. I feel like the Vi just wins this one and they're gonna eat some fruits. This Honky is also super low. What is CFO players being low just like randomly when the camera pans in them? And with Woody coming up, even Fofo is helping out a bit with the presence. And that's just on a grand talent. The first 3 grubs. And I am actually just seeing yesterday. Maybe not as dominating. I do feel like the CFO is handling the early game a little bit better than how Vikings are able to. But nonetheless, this is just an incredibly dominating early game talent. The same that just stormed the games yesterday. I mean, even like someone that they lost, they stormed the early game at least. And just look at the lane states. Every single lane is gonna be doing better for TLN. They have prio like everywhere. Corsa gonna have a pretty easy time just choosing a lane where to gank. All of them are open for him. As TLN, they're gonna be there for the dragon as well. CFO has not traded the grass to the dragon. Could be that's the next objective for TLN. Wait, what? There's no vision from CFO. That's just gonna be the dragon for Carso, it seems like. And TLN just gonna get the grubs, gonna get the dragon. They get everything so far. I mean, there's gonna be a war there, so Dogo and Kiving gonna be noticed. And while Dogo and Kiving were going to top, which they're gonna be in a ward, they're gonna be noticing then. Betty and Woody just destroying the turret on the bot side. And now Ozzy, can you survive this? I mean, he has some incredible survivals in these dives, but this is not gonna be one of them. Aja goes down here. Gonna be losing a bit, but I think Betty just won so much more. Rest gonna go to the boss side, but just the turret is absolutely down. The rest is now gonna be arriving to the bot side turret, but she's not even able to get near. As now the wave is gonna be crashing. It might be the first turret even for TLN. I mean, the plates are gonna be making sure that it's not that easy. But at least they're gonna get all the plates with one. But at least they're gonna get all the plates before it's going down. And that is an incredibly strong bot lane now. Even with Azu going down, I have to feel like this is still Vert. Now, I'm not necessarily super in favor of Ashe comps. I do feel like she's more of a utility ADC. But she's gonna be ahead. She's gonna be well ahead in this lane. And talking about some other, maybe more real ADCs. The Corki. The Corki is gonna be also ahead in his lane. This is where the Renata would go now to help out. And I feel like with these two carries are having such a lead in the early game, TLN are looking to repeat some of the yesterday's early game aggression. But when it comes to attack and fight, I mean, things can go wrong. TLN so far imitating yesterday with this domination coming out from the mid lane, from the bot lane. But let's just hope they're not imitating also the Atacon situation. Let's just say, might have not went well. Let me just say that. Yesterday's Otacon might not have went too well for TLN. There might have been some trolls there. So we have to keep an eye on in about 10 minutes. Before that, this turret is not gonna be sticking around for too long. Actually gonna be retreating for now, but one more wave and that turret is gone. Skywing is pretty close to the bushes. All this all happening, if you look at the top side now, there's gonna be another 6 grubs taken. There's gonna be TLN taking the grubs here. Or will they? At least they're gonna get the 4th one with the might says CFO. Are they gonna be engaging for the remaining 2? It doesn't seem like so. They're playing well. Oh, Ash Arrow coming in. Junjia has to flash out, but Kaiving trying to get in the middle of everyone, but there comes the ultimate from Karsa. Kaiving pops the ultimate. I think he's gonna be surviving with others. I'm not too sure about them. There still goes Betty. Betty's ultimate from ultimate on the Betty, but still Junjia is gonna go down. And then I'm gonna get one. Then I'm gonna get all the 6 grubs as well. Again, I keep repeating it just like yesterday. And that's not good news for CFO. Or maybe it's good news, because yesterday TLN was very prone to throwing. But this early game so far is absolute domination. Yeah, TLN. I feel like after yesterday they kind of woke up and now they're showing that they are actually the kings of Pacific. I mean, we might have another games here. Hopefully it's not gonna be a 3-0. I hope it's gonna be a little bit more. But we'll see. At least for now. Looks like TLN is having other ideas. TLN is not here to play games. TLN is here to just 3-0 this series. They might have a hotpot reservation after that. They wanna get it done. I also am gonna go to my family member's birthday. My mom's birthday. So if it's a 3-0, I can also get there faster. TLN, you're playing for all of us now. Woody, I just a bit trolling Kaiving like that. That is nasty. Goated is not as bad as it was against Vikings. Against Vikings, TLN had like a 5k-ish goated at this point. But still, we like a little more than 1k, but oh my god, look at the pry. Every single lane, TLN has pry 1. Corky getting incredibly ahead. As now, TLN gonna get the first turret as well. Even before getting the first 3 kills, now TLN gonna be securing the feat. First turret, 3 objectives as well. And they're gonna get the second dragon too. There is not a single thing that CFO gets. And with Algi retreating here, that's not even gonna be a kill that he's gonna be getting. And CFO might go for this top turret, but yeah, TLN got defeat with the first turret, with the dragon. This is just so not worth, and they're not even being able to get this turret, just a few plates. This is looking disastrous for CFO for now. Skarsa, they might be going for a tower dive here. As ultimate, I mean, you might have the Aurora ultimate, you might want to jump out, but Maokai is gonna be there. That's a pretty wide ult. They're gonna take down Honkyu, they're gonna take down maybe another turret here as well. I mean, 6 scrubs, this turret is just melting away. And TLN, my goodness, the kings of Pacific showing why they are the kings. They have been a slumber, I'd say, throughout the regular season, and even like in their games against Vikings. At times they have been sleeping, just like how Aji a lot of times just looking like sleeping. But it seems like they have woke up. It seems like they are more furious than ever. And for now they just get everything. And again, as I said before, the more things change, the more stay the same. That is probably gonna be the motto for today. TLN looking like to represent LCP as the very, very first LCP representative in the international stage. And rest, I mean, finally gonna be getting this turret on the top side, but this is just so late, and oh, there is no chance. Oh my god, not even gonna... That is... Oh my god, that is so unfortunate. Karsa gonna be coming here. Rest has to retreat for now. That is such an incredibly unfortunate situation. CFO still not able to get this turret. Only thing that could make it worse if Aji somehow survives this dive. There is a Kiving ultimate as well. I don't think it's happening. Ultimate also gonna be missing from Aji. There is a flash out. Ooh, there is ultimate from Ash. There's no way. I just jinxed them. I literally just jinxed them. Aji, the 1v3, the tower dive. Gonna get the kill. And they're continuing. There is the Renato ultimate actually gonna be beating on Junji. I'm not necessarily sure that Woody is gonna be surviving. But Dogo is gonna get 1 kill. Still, given the situation, this is incredibly good for TLN. As Betty just gonna get another turret. Again, the 6 grubs, not even plates anymore. These are melting away as the Corky. I'm gonna get ulted on by Rest, but I don't really think that Rest can really continue that. Fofo still has flash if there was any more risky situations, but doesn't even need it. It's so bad for CFO. Yeah, this is tragedy, like actual tragedy. Even with the ultimate missing, I was so sure, like, Kiving has ultimate, immediately popped the ultimate, aggroing the turret, like, I was so sure they're gonna get it. I kind of forgot about the Ashe, and you know what? Guys? I think I own an apology. I'm gonna write an apology letter to Ashe. I have been a huge Ashe hater throughout the whole season, mostly because I'm gonna be honest, because SAG has put Marble on the Ashe. And there was not a single other carry on that team. So it's kind of like a traumatic hatred that I have for Ashe. Marble was not able to carry on the Ashe alone. But when you have other carries like Fofo on the Corky, then Aji on the Ambessa, in this situation, I feel like the Ashe is really good. So I own an apology to Ashe. I wasn't familiar with your game. And TLN, you're proving me wrong here, so I'm accepting that. Has there been a single objective CFO has gotten? Has there been a single objective that CFO has gotten? I mean, I got like the bot side thread, but in terms of like neutral objectives, there's not a single one. 6 grubs for TLN, 2 dragons as well. Corsa is gonna be a little bit behind in gold. But my goodness, they're just absolutely destroying the jungle. That is an incredible start for TLN. But don't forget, this is exactly how against Vikings started. And it seems like TLN might just be going for their Infernal Soul Point. I mean, at least CFO is gonna be sticking around. They have some things to say about that. A little over 10 seconds until it spawns. And while TLN looks dominating, just as a reminder to everyone, remember what happened yesterday. TLN stormed game 1 against Vikings and went to 5 games. So nothing is impossible. Don't stop believing, guys. But as for this game, if you're CFO, I mean, you might stop believing. I think it's about time to stop it. TLN gonna be starting up this dragon. If they get it, it's gonna be Soul Point. And I'm not even sure if CFO is in any capacity to just contest it. I'm not sure CFO is in any capacity to contest it. Aji gonna be in the bush trying to go for some cheeky places. Honkyu might be on the Aurora trying to just cage down TLN. There is ultimate actually coming out from Karsa. As Karsa's gonna be pretty low. He might be the first one to fall, but Karsa's still alive. Karsa's alive. As there's damage. Oh my goodness! Karsa was still alive and the damage is coming out from the Corky. Everyone just did that from CFO. Oh my goodness! Karsa somehow still alive. They cannot take down Karsa. As everyone is just dead from CFO, they're gonna get the Soul Point. And even Dogo is gonna go down. Absolute disaster. Absolute disaster strikes once again. Disaster doesn't stop. And just 20 minutes into the game, Otacon is not even spawning and they're gonna be pushing on the mid wave now. This is incredible. TLN has just been scaling to this point. They had, some would say, a shaky regular season. They're gonna use the Herald as well to push down the bot. I'm gonna be honest, TLN had a shaky regular season. They have went first, but the first like 5 opponents were the bottom teams. And they didn't look good, if I'm being honest. They won all the games, but they did not look good. And afterwards, they played against CFO, they played against Vikings. And those games look much more closer. And just in the playoffs, TLN actually got beaten by Vikings. However, ever since then, they have been scaling. I mean, just yesterday, they have shown what they're capable of. Even if that game went to 5, the individual games, some of them were extremely stompy. And they are just gonna be continuing. They're just gonna be continuing this trend here as they're gonna be starting off Atacon. I'm a little bit scared. We all know what happened last time around when they started Atacon. That moment just burst into our retinas as Fofo is gonna go down here if the bailout, but no bailout. Oh my god, the bailout is just gonna be in time, and even if Fofo goes down in the end, there's already 2 kills for TLN. I was about to say that might have just had another auto control, and does there be a few kills for rest as well? Okay, they're gonna be losing 2 members here, but it doesn't matter. They're still gonna get Atacon. Yesterday, they had a massive Atacon throw that kind of just like threw them off. That they had played a little bit weird for the remaining 2 games after that. Yesterday's Atacon throw though, not gonna be carrying over today. Stomp early game, even if they lose 2 members here, gonna get the Atacon. And even if this fight was actually not the worst or CFO, like they got down Fofo, the bailout was messy. Look at this, like literally like the last bar just happened on Fofo to take down still. I think that was a Kaiming T takedown. And just 4 members down after that for CFO. This was as much of a fight as they could have asked for, and TLN just still cleared them. They have another false life. In all members as well. Seems like Fofo is gonna be using it to the full extent. Gonna be pretty low, gonna be withdrawing after it, but there comes Aji. 1v3, he doesn't care. Also Ash Arrow, just gonna be extremely perfect onto Honkyu. I think he's gonna be going down as it's gonna be Karsa picking up the kill. And this Atacon already gonna be vert. They got a kill, the teleport coming after the 15-second cooldown. Fofo back in the lane, gonna be pushing the top turret this time around. And even if he doesn't have a false life anymore, all the members are still going strong there. And that's how the 6 grubs coming in hot. 6 grubs, this turret is falling super hard. CFO might have some words to say about that, but they're just getting destroyed. This rest just gonna get outside of Berserker range. But it doesn't matter. TLN just gonna get an inhibitor. Might go for a turret as well there. Maybe they just gonna be a little more safe here. I mean, they still have false life. I wish they had went for more, but doesn't matter. They're incredibly ahead. I think this is at this point, I think this is an unthrowable game. The classic flashing out the Ash Shadow to just extend the duration. The classic. And Aji caught out here, 1v3, but I mean he has won some of those occasions beforehand. Let's see what happens now. I mean, okay, the Ezreal ultimate is definitely gonna be helping him, the others. But that's just a Vidro. I kind of forgot about that. Aji still had the Vidro. So it's not even gonna be a real kill. Dragon. The 4th dragon is about to spawn. The 4th dragon is here. It would be TLN's Infernal Soul. And if you thought that this team was strong, if you thought that they can take down CFO pretty fast, if this dragon goes to TLN, it's gonna be even faster. CFO has to contest this, but I'm not sure how. They don't really have good flanking gauges. I mean, they have some poke with the Ezreal, but it's not gonna be too strong. As now, Junjia, at least Junjia trying to go for the flank, but yeah, there's not much he can do. With Junjia down, I feel like this is just an easy call on the dragon. Because now they're gonna be taking the dragon first, but oh, Renata even just preparing what happens after. Karsa still at the dragon, gonna get it down. As now with the others, gonna be deleted off. I feel like Fofo is incredibly low, but still gonna be surviving. This is like the 5th time. This is like the 3rd time that Fofo survived like 1 HP. But nonetheless, just when Baron spawns, on timer, they're gonna be there, they gotta be taking it down, and CFO just has to recover there, the minions in the base. Talon. This is peak Talon, I say. They have been sandbagging a little bit throughout the season. They have been sleeping. I mean, we have seen Aji sleeping. Aji has been sleeping a little bit throughout the season. But it's a different story now. FST first 10 tournament is... When is it starting? First 10 tournament is starting very soon, in like half a month or something. That's okay. I mean, on the picture-in-picture we can see just Aji. Aji almost taken down, but he's gonna be flash. Aji is gonna be taken down. Yeah, the picture-in-picture. Well, the Aji is down, but that's fine. First 10 tournament starting in about like half a month or something. And Talon, they wanna be the first ever LCP representatives. They wanna repeat what happened the last time around when Talon was at MSI. Upsetting an NA team. And even if FlyQuest actually not gonna be there at anymore. And even if we at this point know that FlyQuest is not gonna be at first end. It doesn't matter which team Talon is gonna be facing. They wanna get to first end. They want to upset some more teams. As it seems like they are peak form. And just like last year, before they qualified to MSI, they're looking to 3-0 this final as well. They're looking to dominate LCP once again. Call it PCS, call it LCP. It doesn't matter for Talon, as they are as dominating as ever. Oh, the arrow! Gotta go for the prey arrow. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys have seen this one. It doesn't matter. Talon gonna be closing out game 1 in an incredibly dominating performance. But don't forget, as much as I wanna praise them. Oh, oops. But guys, don't forget, as much as I wanna praise them, as much as I wanna prepare the graphics saying how Talon has qualified to first end, don't forget what happened yesterday. Yesterday, 25 games, even after a similar dominating game 1. Anything can happen in LCP, nothing is set in stone. But my goodness, it's so hard to doubt Talon. It's so hard to see a world where this team is not winning. They're gonna be closing out game 1, as they're looking to represent the LCP. I mean, we have to see game 2. We have to see game 2. That was last time around when Talon had a massive throw at the Otacon. But Jesus Christ, just look at the objectives here. Grobs, Arrows, Otacon, Drakes, out. Everything! Every single thing, Mr. Talon. This is like one of those graphs. I forgot who it was, but like, I remember it was in NA. Was it Worlds? That was like a graph, remember? Yesterday we also had a very bad Aurora in game 1. Really? I kind of forgot. Yeah, no, you're right. Aurora was with Misfortune this time around, right? I mean, I would have liked the Misfortune here a little bit more. I do feel like Aurora Misfortune is pretty strong, but I mean, Ezreal is a pretty strong ADC in general, so I understood their choice. Guys, and you don't have to look just yesterday. But guys, don't forget our goal here. That's right there. Last time around, when these two teams met, the first 2 games were stomps. But this is but I printed out. This is it's really printed. This is the last time around that. This is game 3 of the last time around when CFO and Talon has played. Even after 2 stomps, this is what they had. This is what they had in game 3. This is what I want to see here as well. Even if Talon stomps game 2, there's always chance for an incredible game like this. This is what I want. I want stomp. This is what I want. I want back and forth action. I'm putting this here as a good luck charm. But my goodness, game 1 was not like this. I'm gonna close my window because it's getting a little cold in here. It's like -10 during the night. Yeah, this is a rough game for 1Q. They sometimes have rough games. This is like really weird. Like one time he just have a rough game and Aurora on Mel. Then other times he has like a faker Azir. It's very weird. He's a little bit inconsistent, but like he's a rookie player, so. And I'm gonna be honest, like he's a good rookie player as well, so I'm happy to see him being promoted from their academy team. Their academy team is stomping PCL last year, so understandable they wanna promote 1Q. Alright. What a game we had in the grand final. TLN just making it look easy. But yeah, I mean, Honkyu had a rough game here, but yeah, there's just... I mean, this guy has done this before. Rough game 1, and just scaling to the later stages. Game 2, game 3, still guaranteed. No, I'm not sure what else. I'm not sure if there's gonna be game 4. I mean, yesterday I wouldn't have predicted to go to 5 games, but it did, so... I'm not gonna... I don't know. Meanwhile, we have official information that Hanwha actually has won game 5. So Hanwha is gonna be the first team going to LCP, the first 10 tournament. Hanwha is gonna be the first team qualifying for first 10. And very soon we're gonna be finding out who's gonna be the second one from the LCP. Zeus is gonna be at first 10. Zeus really went like, I don't need you, you need me. Yeah. I feel like with the introduction of first 10, it's just actually gonna be impossible for any team anymore to get the golden road. I mean, Hanwha has just won an LCK. I find it really hard to believe that Hanwha would be having a golden road. Genji's golden road stops pretty early on this time around. So yeah. But that's LCK talk. But yeah, I just feel like in this like 3 tournament system, it's just impossible to have the golden road anymore. Yeah, there was like G2 was pretty close to golden road once. I mean, just this year Genji was also pretty close to one. RNG in like 2018. So there has been some close encounters, but the golden road, which is gonna be this on at this point, is basically impossible little feat. I don't think there's gonna be a team anymore who gets that. There needs to be like an incredibly dominating team, but even super teams these days are just like they're not really getting that power. I'm also in Hanwha's like Instagram group, and they're just like posting a lot of stuff right now, obviously. But enough of the LCK talk. But enough of the LCK talk. This is so good, man. I love Code Pepsi. If Pepsi wanna sponsor me, I'm open. Also with Coke. I mean, I also like Coca-Cola. I'm not like one over another. Usually I just drink Pepsi because it's cheaper. But I'm not like I like both of them. I'm not like a hardcore fan of Pepsi. I just usually get them because it's cheaper. Also, they have like more flavors, at least in Europe. In the UK, there is more Coke flavors. I definitely like those as well, like the mango one. But in the EU, usually it's like the Pepsi is more. So like again, like the half price right now. The inflation is hitting Coke like crazy. Pepsi is literally half the price at this moment. I just got some like last week. It's actually half the price, insane. The team returns. It seems like it's still rest. The teams return to the stage. Still rest is playing. I mean, this is... I mean, even if CFO lose once again, I would assume, regardless what happens, that Driver would be playing in Game 3. Yeah. Regardless of the outcome, I would still expect Driver to be playing Game 3. It seems like in BO5s their strategy is to play rest Game 1 and 2 and then Driver. But we'll see. Maybe Fresh just Omega carries this one on Rumble or something like that, even though Rumble is more like a Driver champion. Yeah. Or we'll see. Maybe Fresh picks up, I don't know, like a Riven or something and just Omega carries. He might be staying in the team. But my assumption is that we're gonna be seeing Driver in the next game. For now though, same rosters, no substitutions. As hopefully we're entering drafts soon. Yeah, Rest is still playing. A lot of tissues. I mean, CF was sick even like last week. Or even like against the who did they play? They played Gam, right? Even there they were a little sick. Looks like they're doing better now, so that's good to see. Hopefully we're in draft soon. I see so many people at the Australian watch party. There is like a watch party, I think, in Melbourne. Is it in Melbourne? Is it? I think it's probably is in Melbourne. Oh no, it's in Pearl. Wait, what? Really? It's in Pearl. I couldn't have been more wrong. There is a watch party in Pearl. I see so many people there. It's looking pretty cool. They have a lot of food there as well. I wish I had food here. But it was looking pretty good. Do we know when the LCP final is gonna be? I really want to visit the LCP. I mean, that's gonna be quite a while ago, but quite a long in the future, but still. Wasn't it supposed to be in Budapest? I mean, like back in like 2020 or something. That was a long time ago, very long time ago. I don't have information really on the season finals. I can't yap more. Start the game. Full, start the game, even if your teammates are not ready. Just start the game full. CFO, still gonna be choosing the blue side. We have actually seen Vikings choose red side in game 1 yesterday. However, in like sequence games, a lot of times teams like to switch it up. Like if they lost once or twice on blue, they sometimes are like, we'd rather go for a red side draft as well because this is not working out. So there's sometimes when they're swapping around, but at least for now, it's looking like CF is gonna stick to the blue side for game 2. We might be seeing them swapping to red for game 3. I mean, if they lose here, I'm pretty sure that the Driver is gonna be coming in. And that would mean that most likely Driver will be picking up the Rumble. But as for now, we're just waiting for the draft. We're just waiting to see what happens there. I think there is some probably some client issue. It's also really funny how many bugs have been late, like actual game-breaking bugs. I mean, just yesterday in the LTA, we have seen the Poppy bug. That was like causing a little bit of a pause. We also seen just a little bit before the Cassante bug that actually Rest was the one who had. But the rest was like, no, I can play with the bug. Like, I cannot auto attack, who cares? Was gonna kick a Chen. Because now we are in draft. The usual bans once again. Nothing surprising here. Aj is Udyr. Doesn't make any teams wanna touch that. But some notable champions that both of those teams are playing is obviously gonna be the Mal. Even Betty and Woody is gonna be. Even Betty and Woody have played a little bit of a Mal in solo queue. So we're gonna be seeing when those coming out in this draft. What for now is looking pretty normal, what you would expect. This is the Nocturne ban for the last one. One champion who's not banned though is the Nocturne. But CFO looking like just to lock in the Rumble. Rest is Rumble. I feel like it's usually Driver who plays the Rumble. Well, even if he stops the next game, it's not gonna be available anymore. But the Rumble is logged in. Nocturne Oriana is still available if any team wants to go for that. I feel like with the Rumble, especially the Nocturne will be super OP. Stellan locking in the Stellan first of all gonna be locking in Betty's Varus. Who are they gonna go for here? Are they gonna be stealing the Nock here? I feel like Nock is gonna be picked either now or just CFO's next phase. But Talon is gonna go for the Sejuani. Karsa gonna be on Sejuani duty. And I feel like the Nocturne would be OP. And I feel like the Nocturne would be such an Omega pick here for CFO. Are they gonna go for the Nocturne? Nocturne incredibly strong with Rumble is. They're not gonna be going. Neither team goes to the Nocturne. That is honestly surprising to see. But the Misfortune is also similarly pretty strong with the Rumble. If you chain those ultimates together, that is an incredible amount of damage you can output. And so far, draft seems normal. It's the Jace. Obviously is the Jace. So far, nothing too special. I do expect this Jace to be logged in here. I do wonder if it would be a Lethality Varus in this case. I mean, Talon has pretty good poke already. And so far, at least, there is not really any tanks on the CFO side. So we might be seeing Lethality Varus. If that's the case, Talon's poke would be incredible, but we'll see. Let's see what happens. Rakan still stays banned. It feels like that the buff on the E's cooldown has been buffed. I think like pretty significantly. And it seems like that's really affecting teams. They definitely increased in prio ever since then. So the other bans. The Braum. Gonna be stopping the Braum. Sejuani and Braum together incredibly strong as well. They can frontline. They can just shield away like even a Misfortune out. Obviously against that, Braum is a pretty common pick. The Braum is banned here now. Obviously CFO don't want the Misfortune ultimate to just be broke like that. But the Pantheon can do the same. Are they gonna also ban the Pantheon here? You cannot just ban the Braum. You cannot just ban the Braum and have the Pantheon up. Is they gonna ban Akali instead? So this is just a Pantheon pick, right? I feel like Pantheon is the easiest pick here for Talon. I mean, if they even wanna just care about the Misfortune. But I guess the Poppy as well. Poppy can just yoink away the Misfortune, that's also a great idea. Why block the ultimate when you can just yoink her out? So far, I really like Talon's draft. Even if CFO has some Wombo combo potential, Even if... Wait. Hongyu has played Kiana, but no, we're not gonna be seeing that. I got baited. I got baited, guys. I'm never gonna be talking about Hovers again. But that's gonna be the Silas. Silas has some pretty good ultimates to steal. Silas has some pretty good ultimates to steal here. Sejuani Poppy, it's already gonna be pretty much worth. As a last pick for C. I'm gonna be honest, I talked about this a lot. I feel like Talia, Hui, even Nemel, these champions have so much potential. They are pretty strong in solo queue. But when it comes to pro players are usually just starting with tier, immediately getting Archangel. Even way before when it becomes Seras. I feel like it really just takes away from their power. It does feel like that those champions in the pro setting need way... It does feel like those champions in the pro setting need way more time to really get to their potential. And because of that reason, I don't really like them. But as for utility, obviously Talia is gonna have a lot of utility. And you know what time it is? Kurami, what do you think about this Talia pick? Are you sharing my concerns about pros just rushing Seras? The dogs are going crazy outside. Kurami! Kurami just looking at the dogs went crazy. Kurami! Kurami!
Seconds until minions spawn.
What are you choosing? Oh my god, thinking about a lot. And once again, gonna be denying Talon. This is now the second time that she was looking at Talon and went like, nah, I like that one better. Kurami gonna be predicting CFO game 2. Just so you know, she has predicted game 1 correctly. Game 1 did go to Talon in the end. Kurami says she wants more games. Kurami does not like trios. She wants action. And she believes that despite Talon being incredibly strong in 1, that CFO still can come back. And I want the same. Dear Kurami, we are on the same team here. As once again, we have now 2 games in a row that are just the normal lanes. I mean, lane swap is gonna get killed. I'm not sure if you guys have seen the changes, like proposed changes. But basically, it's like, if you're lane swapping, your champion is getting one shot by the turret. And by the way, I'm not joking, that's literally like one of the things. So it does feel... So lane swap is gonna be probably pretty much dead. And here Talon and CFO already got the memo. They're already not gonna be doing that. They're already just playing some normal League of Legends. Talon confident in themselves. They don't need swaps to just dominate the early game. But now, what a beautiful sight. Top laners at the top lane, the mid laners the mid lane, and the bot laners at the bot lane. This is beautiful. Really tearing up my eyes. And once again, I mean, Talon is gonna do pretty well in all the lanes. Maybe Honku is the only one who's having a little bit of prio sometimes, and even that is like most likely just in the middle, in the just frozen. On the side, it seems like Talon getting some prio. As Aji, yeah, I mean, support's gonna be roaming, but that's normal. Even in like the new system at this point, after like 3 minutes, the supports can roam. So I feel like this is basically what we're gonna be seeing, like after the changes. The supports are gonna be able to do that anyways. It's just like for the first 2 minutes. Dragon gonna be spawning somewhat soon. TLN preparing to take that one, it seems like. As yeah, they have a pretty good early game. Doggo cannot play this lane, wow. But by the way, this is gonna be an on-hit forest. I was thinking that maybe lethality would have been better here. Just for the fact that there is not that many tanks on the enemy team. Just because there is no tanks really on CFO. And together with the JC with an incredible poke. But it does not really matter. TLN still gonna be up ahead in this lane. Actually by quite a lot. Like Betty is currently destroying this lane. Doggo is not even allowed near his minions. Woody gonna be a little bit more careful here, I think. I'm not sure if they're tracking Junji, but he's definitely down there, preparing for a potential encounter. As finally, at least, Doggo was able to get some minions. Gonna be able to catch up a little, but like he's gonna be down like a whole wave, basically. I'm gonna push some drink for myself before the next action. Dragon has spawned. No one is taking it yet. I feel like the first target for either team is gonna be in about half a minute. The grubs spawning very soon. TLN in game 1 was able to get all of them. Grubs and the dragon. And even in their match against Vikings just yesterday, TLN definitely preferred the grubs. I think they got all the first camps. And it seems like cars are hovering around. The plan is the same. But Ultimate gonna be stolen away from Karsa. Even he himself, even his very own is not available. But Honku is gonna be stealing it and using it. It is gonna be enough for CFO to at least go for the grubs, it seems like. So there's the teleport coming in from Fofo. Sorry, not Fofo. But there's a teleport coming in from Aji. Even the first grub went to CFO, TLN is gonna be fighting the others, it seems like. There are gonna be 5 members here for TLN as now Karsa gonna be coming back in. It seems like, oh, meanwhile with Kaiving on the other side. Kaiving just goes in. Ultimate pretty nice coming in from Rest. Dealing a ton of damage, but meanwhile, there are so many deaths. Both Karsa and Rest are gonna be going down. Meanwhile in the pit, there's gonna be so many kills to Doggo. There's so many kills to Doggo. Doggo and Junji just carry this fight that there's an ace for CFO. I was losing what was happening. This was an incredibly scrappy fight. TLN felt like they can go for that because there was a teleport coming and they had man advantage. But they waited for too long. At this point they had the man advantage with Aji's teleport. TLN felt like they can go for that with a nice engage from Karsa coming in. But Kaiving, look at this Kaiving, stun into stun into stun. Betty was not even really able to take part in this fight, while the others were just taking down TLN. Even though some of their members also went down, the fact that Betty was basically not able to have any auto attacks down for seconds, in the end, CFO gonna be winning it out. Very early ace and Kurami. I mean, my cat is just on a profit arc. Kurami on her profit arc right now. 2 days ago, she went... Oh, Kaiving. Oh. What's up with TLN and just like 4 or 5 of them going in one? The Kaiving is not gonna go down, but I feel like TLN is wasting so much time just like grouping up like this. I mean, they're gonna for the dragon, so that's probably why, but even then now, the top side is gonna be... They're gonna be really revealing themselves on the bot side. Now that they revealed themselves on the bot side, all 4 of them, Honky and Junjia can be sure that the top side is free as the stolen ultimate? Oh, that is a very random ultimate to be stealing away. I didn't know how it works, but I guess the hammer took down Aji. I was thinking about, like, is he gonna, like, steal away the Q? I have no idea how it worked, but I guess it's gonna be working out. CFO stomping early game? Where have I seen this before? Well, chat, I think I might have played these games before. As now, TL is now TLN engaging onto CFO. They're gonna have the man disadvantage this time around, and I feel like TLN might be winning this. There's already Junjia going down, and another kill going on to Ozzy. A little bit of retaliation. They're gonna get their revenge, but this is still just about equalizing the goal. Not even really equalizing, just gonna get it in like 1k of a difference. And while this is happening, Dogo can just get so many plates. My goodness! Ozzy also. Ozzy trying to take some plates on the top side. Dogo is getting, by the way, Dogo is getting incredibly fed. That is gonna be a problem coming into the Otacon fight, but more about that when it happens. Yeah, at this point, I mean, this is pretty sure that CFO is gonna go down. I mean, I'm surprised it took them this long. It really should have been way earlier. CFO gonna be losing some of that lead that they had. But nonetheless, they're still in the driving seat. And now Woody has level 6. Some of those fights now gonna be looking a little bit different. Grubs has spawned, so is the dragon. I'm not even sure really who it. There are the grubs. Junjia gonna be going for them. It feels like they're just gonna get the 5. There's not really anyone who could contest this, and they might also be going for Aji as a little stopper. After the 5 grubs, they're just gonna burn down Aji. Kill gonna be picked up by Rest, and with this one, there's gonna be 2 feats, not 2 feats. And even if TLN got the dragon, I feel like CFO is just gonna be super incredibly ahead once again. A little bit of setback in the last fight, but they are so back. With those 5 grubs, they're gonna be able to push some on this threat, so I feel like if they keep up this aggression that they had in the early game, then those threats are gonna be melting down. Now Honky gonna be missing the chain. I mean, the chain would have just knocked him up, so that's fine. CFO might be looking for Betty here. Junjia coming from the side. There's the ultimate popped. Gonna be taking Betty down to about 2-third. Ultimate gonna chunk down Betty, but can he get the kill? I mean, probably. He's on the wrong side of the map. There's nothing he can do in return. And this kill is gonna go to Doggo. And as I said before, this misfortune is getting incredibly scary. She's also gonna get a few more plates. Might be even the first threat. I mean, this would just grant them defeat, it seems like, and I think they're just gonna get it. The 5 mites plus still this minion wave here is gonna grant. These are gonna be granting CFO the first threat, defeat with that one. And 1.6k lead for the misfortune in the lane. Now, this is not as dominating as TLN's last game. Obviously, CFO has thrown around a little bit. But nonetheless, coming into 13 minutes, Misfortune Bloodthirst are done. Incredible lead in the lane. The team themselves have like 3k of a lead. So it does feel like that CFO is in a very comfortable position. As Betty, oh, we're gonna be taken down. There's ultimate even stolen. Honkyu already used this one up. I don't think he can take down Betty. Maybe if the chain there is, oh, there's the flash. I mean, there's the flash. Flash always works. Solo bolo for Honkyu also coming up. Betty 0-3-0. I don't feel like that this verse is gonna be any of an issue. As Rest is gonna be flashing. He's probably taken down still. I'm gonna go to Aji. But it doesn't really matter because on the other side of the map, CFO is just stomping. Junjia coming up to save this threat. TLN has yet to get their first threat in this game. A CFO, they're just incredibly strong. Just like how last game I was like Fofo and Betty. Look at those guys. Same goes for CFO. Honkyu and Dogo. Both of them having their first item. Both of them looking incredibly strong. Honkyu has already got one solo bolo. Dogo got like a double or something in the Baron Pit. And I just really don't know what TLN could do. I mean, Poppy maybe could yank out one of them. Poppy could maybe yoink one of them away from the fights, but I don't think both of them. Maybe Karsa with the Sejuani out, but it's just really hard for me to imagine how CFO is losing a fight unless they're throwing some incredibly hard. TLN gonna be crashing onto this bot wave. TLN really wanna get that turret. Oh no, the minions are just gonna be away. They have to wait for another wave as meanwhile on the top side. Oh, that was an incredible, I don't know how it's called, but like a little knockout by Fofo. And Ashi just gonna get the threat. Their first threat at least gonna be going down. That was an incredible from Fofo. That was an incredible play from Fofo. I was sure that he's dead there. I mean, TLN still gonna be pretty behind, but oh, that was a nice play. Oh. Why do I have it? I mean, Hero is spawning soon. So is the dragon. Sorry. Well, I mean, let's see how the dragon, the Prio is gonna be going this game. I don't really feel like TLN can really focus on this dragon. Dragon has spawned as CFO in the area. If they take this dragon down, they're just gonna be stopping TLN stacking. And then just one less tool available for them. TLN already pretty behind, but now they're probably not gonna be able to get the soul either. Is now Honkyu gonna go Naji? Not really. And they might even get the Herald as well. I'm not necessarily sure that TLN is in any position to fight it. I mean, ultimates are available. You know, Sejuani, Poppy, ultimates, those are still gonna be pretty strong. Let's see how they utilize that, but for now, at least, with Honkyu coming from the sides as well, I'm not sure he's gonna be noticed there. There's a bit of a dance. There's a bit of a dance around the Herald, but it just so TLN is forced out. Is Junji are gonna be starting the Herald up as Honkyu is going a little low here by Aji. But still, it just doesn't feel like the TLN can contest this. Maybe Kars can go for a steal, but no, even he is not strong enough for that. Maybe Kars can go for a steal here. I mean, he has had some steals beforehand. He does it again. He does it again, but can TLN win this fight now? Ultimate from Rest is gonna be taking so many members, they're gonna be burning them down. As now, Honk is already down. Wait a second. TLN? TLN might just one fighter, and Betty is gonna be super incredibly low. Dogo's ultimate as well put there as at the start it might have looked like TLN may be winning this fight, but as soon as Dogo has started the ultimate, as soon as the others have arrived, now double for the misfortune. Even the fights that look good for TLN is still not gonna be available. They still cannot win them. Actually, no team is gonna be picking up the Herald. I'm not even sure who got the Herald. It wasn't CFO? Okay, I don't know who got the Herald. Oh, no, that was Karsa. That was Karsa. Yeah, but they're not gonna pick up the eye. Obviously, they were pretty far away. They were focusing on the fight. So even though there was the steal of the Herald, no eye for them. And when the fight looks good, even then, just look at this. This ultimate, so massive. Perfectly put by. Perfectly put by Doggo. And I mean, Junji has also on the side, you know, played this pretty well. Jumped out when he needed to jump back when the danger cleared up. Overall, an amazing fight from CFO. 4k lead now. They have the feed. They have 1 dragon. 5 grubs, and it seems like that they are potentially focusing on the top side now. There's some wars there. They might be pushing that lane in. So is the bot side. CFO just gonna go to the side lanes. This is not as stompy as game 1. However, it's really looking like that CFO is gonna be closing out this game somewhat smooth. Next fight, when is it gonna be? Otacon spawns in just 5 seconds. I am having PTSD. Anytime this objective appears, I'm having PTSD. Which team is gonna be starting it? Rest and Woody are fighting for the control. Oh, Woody is gonna be caught out by Junji here. Just on the side coming in also, there's gonna be ultimate from Kiving. They're just a dead Woody. And it's gonna be the go button for the Otacon. It seems to be the case. However, Talon's gonna be arriving. Ultimates are available for Karsa, for Betty as well. And also TP from Ozzy joining the fight in. Otacon is very low, though. Maybe Rest's ultimate is gonna be enough to just force Talon out, and it seems to be the case. I genuinely felt like that Talon could have contested this, but they're gonna be getting scared. Rest is getting strong, obviously, with the Leon resorted on. They're gonna be deciding to just give away the Otacon, as now CFO gonna be putting it to use. They're pushing some waves in, gonna be recalling, getting some items. A CFO, what can they do with this false life? Obviously, Dragon gonna be spawning soon. I'm not necessarily sure we're gonna be seeing a soul this time around, but or just an opportunity to fight, or just a little bit more to get. For now, CFO gonna be pushing some turrets. There's not even a single member from Talon around. Yeah, they're gonna get the dragon, especially with the force life up. I don't think Talon can or even would wanna fight that. That's gonna be Chemtech, the second dragon for CFO. So what is the next objective? Talon had a pretty quick game last game. I don't think CFO is gonna be as quick though. I mean, games are always gonna go to 25 just to get the Baron. There's gonna be the ultimate from Doggo. I mean, at least it's cleared of the minions. It seems like though they're not really gonna be advancing further. See, I feel like it doesn't really matter until 25 because they wanna get the Baron. I don't think there's any team as dominating to just end before Baron. So, okay, Honky gonna be caught out here, gonna go to Zonia's, but I mean, he still has a Hoth, but he still has the Force Life, and he doesn't even have to use it. Not just yet. His Rest is ultimate coming out. The Talon need to dodge that, and they're just gonna make them get away from Honky. I'm not sure why CFO is so scared of these fights. I mean, they have Force Life. I feel like they need to be a little more aggressive, you know, just even if some members die, As long as they get like 2 kills, it definitely should be worth. It feels like CFO is not really utilizing the Atacon. I mean, I'm not saying that they should just die, but they should be a little more aggressive. And I mean, they haven't really gotten a single turret, maybe like 1 dragon, that's it. Not the best usage of the Atacon, but they are super ahead, so I do not think that it's gonna be matter in the end. Three items for Dogo as well. Just finished the Lord Dominic's. The Sejuani is gonna go down even faster from now on. As they're fighting in the jungle. I mean, I don't really think that either of them really want that. More just to scare them away. More just to wait for the next wave. Every single lane is now, except for the bot, gonna be pushing for CFO. Even the bot and now is cleared up by rest. CFO eyeing with the top turret. A lot of members are here and Aj arriving too. There's now ultimate coming in from Kaiving. Also ultimate from Doggo. Not gonna be hitting that many people, but I don't think it really even matters. His Junji is gonna be pretty low. And with Aji here, things might be changing. Honkyu is gonna be the first one to fall. It's gonna be to Betty. And with no force life anymore, I feel like CFO is gonna get a little scared. Oh, not Kaiving, not Kaiving. Kaiving flashing is still ultimate from rest is gonna be catching some of the members, but still, Kaiving is gonna go down. As Aji gonna go for that too. They're still going. Betty gonna. How does this keep happening? We don't even have an Otacon on the map. How's that happening? They still have the barrel for talent. There's no way CFO just throws the game away like this. I mean, they're still gonna have the gold lead. But they played so scared. When they had the force life. And as soon as that was over, they just flashing into 4 people. This was not a good ultimate from Betty. Oh, sorry, Doggo. That was not a good ultimate from Doggo. But also was younged out by the Poppy, but I mean, it didn't really matter too much. At this point, CFO should have just left this fight. They were like, fine, we don't want to fight anymore. But Kaiving just goes in 1v4, 5. I mean, rest is gonna do some damage, but like, they were not grouped up for the Grumble to really have that ult up. What is happening here? What is happening here? Ultimate from Fofo. Gonna be forced him out a little. Oh, wait a second. Wait, that ultimate was pretty nice from Fofo at the start. Also just to divide Fofo, but meanwhile Woody was on the wrong side as Woody's down. Honkyu is gonna go golden for a second. But meanwhile it is enough time for Doggo to take down Betty. And they're gonna be continuing this. Aji pushing down the bot side, but it has to recall because CFO is now down. Because CFO now took down 3 members. That fight looked actually pretty good for Talon. I was pretty sure they would be winning, but Woody, I guess like he overextended there a little bit. CFO gonna now get the Camtech soul point. And I feel like they might be back in this game. Talon had the Baron. Talon had a nice ultimate onto Kaiving, though I feel like Betty. But I feel like Doggo was able to just stay away from the fight. And Woody was a little bit careless here as well as Honkyu. That was pretty well done. Still at the Zonias, went golden immediately while Junji and Doggo was able to just clean up. Yeah. I mean, yeah, these are the gold grabs that I want to see. Talon still wasn't really able to put it on their advantage, but maybe now Kaiving was still gonna be caught out here, but he is so tanky. But Betty was also stunned for quite a long time, but now ultimate from Doggo gonna be taking down Aji. And with 28 minutes into the game, with those members dying here now, not a single loss for CFO just yet. Is it potentially gonna be the end? I don't know, there's not really a wave pushing to the base. It's probably too early for that, but nonetheless, CFO are so back. Seems like they're gonna be chasing down. Seems like they're gonna be chasing down Fofo. But Fofo gonna be TPing out, TPing into safety. And CFO, they don't need to rush anymore. In just a little over 3 minutes, they might be having the Chemtech Soul. And given how aggressive they fought when they were like 1 HP, that's gonna be a pretty good soul. Dogo getting pretty strong as well. And this was the second time the talent went for Kiving, but I mean, that Leona is pretty tanky, like that's not necessarily the target you wanna go for. As Honkyu getting pretty strong as well. As Honkyu, look at the damage. It's also getting up. Junji is also gonna be pretty strong. And CFO, at first, we might have thought that they throw away the game. But that was nothing but a little mistake. Small happy accident. As now CFO, oh my god, ulting. A lot of ultimates have been used, not a single kill though. Betty at least had used the flash, so that's creeping. And now we're back to how it all started. The moment when CFO first threw around this turret. It's finally gonna go down. It seems like the minions are gonna be the one taking it. And this time around, there's not gonna be a fight. CFO coming back, they're not gonna force any fight here. They're just happy with their about 5,000 for gold lead. Almost threw it away, but then got it back. As now they're just waiting. As now they're just gonna be waiting for the Baron, for the Dragon. Probably both of them. Stallion once again finally got Kiving, but that is a pretty tanky Leona. Yeah, it's a bit slower right now. It really feels like CFO has already won a long time ago. They just really don't want to throw it now. Dogo, are you gonna go for Betty? Betty's ultimate is gonna be missing. I mean, Dogo's still at cleanse, so there's that. Now there is the Baron. Is CFO gonna go for that? Just do not throw, but I do feel like that CFO is incredibly ahead. Honestly, even the Baron throw is kinda, you know... I don't think Talon would get the lead even if CFO went for Baron throw. Yeah, the Baron is already on the map. CFO just warding it up. They wanna be really careful here. Potentially just waiting for this... Oh, potentially waiting for just the Dragon to spawn. I mean, Talon definitely needs to contest the Dragon. Could be CFO just trading it for the Baron, but it seems like they just wanna go for the Dragon, all of them. As now, Chemtech Dragon spawning. It would be CFO's 4th Dragon, the Chemtech Soul. Talon is the one who's starting it, but CFO is definitely in a position to fight it. Honkyu coming from the side. They're gonna be sandwiched in. There's an engage coming onto Talon. Ultimate from Rest is gonna be burning down Betty. There is even the Zonias. And oh my god, they're just gonna get cleaned up here. They're just gonna get cleaned up. 3 kills for Honky already. Only Fofo left from Talon, but not for too long. It's gonna be Junjia with a last kill. And there is a TP coming to the mid lane. This is just the end. Talon knew that they had to fight this dragon. But CFO, very smart. But CFO played it very smart. Went for the flank, went for the sandwich. And with this one, without absolutely no... And with this one, they're immediately gonna be finishing up this game. So far, my cat Kurami with 2 out of 2 correct predictions. Seems like she is in her profit arc. Gonna be predicting the CFO equalizing the game score 1-1. No 3-0s. 3-0s are not allowed in the LCP. At least we are gonna get at least 4 games today. Now it's not gonna be 5. That is now this is gonna be 5. We have to see that one. But 4 is already guaranteed. As now we have a banger series here. CFO predominating. Maybe not as much. Maybe not as much as game 1. But CFO were dominating. As driver already coming in, swapping out rest. Just gonna be talking a little. But that's what usually happens. But that's how CFO is. Usually, driver comes in for game 3s or game 2s and BO3s. But that's what usually happens. Driver usually subs in for game 3s and on forward. As let's see. As now, let's see what driver can do. Let's see if he can finish up the job. 1-1 the scoreline. Only 2 more victories for either of these teams. Only 2 more Nexus needed for either of these teams. If they destroy those 2, they're gonna be at first then. Yeah. I mean, this gold graph is, a little... you can consider the blip in there. But it was pretty... besides that one, it was still pretty dominating. I feel like it was still pretty good performance from CFO. Definitely not like game 1. I'm not sure about with TLN and game 1s. TLN just stomping game 1s, it seems like. TLN is just a different team in game 1s. They would probably beat like... who's the best? Like Humba just went first then. They would probably beat Humba in a game 1. Game 2s though. Game 2s though. Because now, we'll see. Was this a fight? No, this is still a good fight for CFO. I mean, there were like fights, like almost all the fights didn't look too bad for TLN. But they were out damaged. Obviously, the Misfortune and the Rumble incredibly strong. Those ultimates changed some of these fights. Yeah, but CFO still had the lead for all the games, even when they threw. Even when they threw here, even the Misfortune ultimate was not that good. Even when right after, just like look at Kyvin. Kyvin is gonna be flashing into 4 people. I'm not sure what Kyvin was doing. He like try to go on Betty because Betty is like a squishy champion maybe. But like they should have known that Betty has clans. Like they track these things. They should have known. That was really weird from Kyvin. Game 2 has been nightmare for TLN. I mean, this is not really a nightmare. This is not really a nightmare. It's just like CFO was like better for the whole game. I feel like what happened yesterday is way more frustrating. Like throwing a game is way more frustrating. This time around, CFO just had a pretty strong comp with the Rumble. I feel like this is way less frustrating. Like this is just they had the better comp. They played better in the early game. They had like basically just stomped the whole game, except for like this one little throw. But this is just a strong CFO. It's not like TLN threw. Actually, I feel TLN played pretty well. Like in the most fights, I feel like they played the fights well. They just CFO were stronger. this is not as annoying. Like, they can come back from this. I don't think this is gonna be putting any dent on their mental. I was worried for Talon. Yesterday, I was worried for Talon because that game too, those games sometimes destroy your mental. But this one is just, you know, CFO was stronger. They won. Yeah. We have already seen Driver, you know, swapping out a gear. As per usual, driving, swapping in for game 3. Question is, what is Driver gonna be playing? One of the obvious answers is gonna be the Gragas. I do feel like that the Gragas is coming potentially in game 3. Well, what other AP top laners there are? I mean, we've already seen the Rumble, so Rumble is not gonna be that. Yeah, but I feel like Gragas is the one that's coming now with the Driver subbing in. That's the most likely scenario. I don't even know which top laners are left. I don't think it's gonna be like a Renekton or something like that. No, we'll see. But we will see. We've already seen a Zeri hover, so I feel like the Zeri is actually getting a lot of popularity. We've seen the Zeri yesterday as well, like game 1, I think it was game 1, right? Was it like game 2, 3, something like that? Maybe not game 1, but like game 2 or 3 yesterday. So yeah, Zeri has been definitely appearing once again in the meta. In a lot of cases, actually, even preferred over the Kai'Sa. Obviously, like game 1's usually Varus, Ezreal, like those are the, even Ashe, even though I don't really like the Ashe comps, but Ashe is still prio pick. But after those are down, definitely, for a while, this was a Kai'Sa who was usually being picked after, like also the MF. It was like, usually it was a Kai'Sa. But nowadays the Zeri, like so many ADC just picking up the Zeri. I mean, as much as people hated Zeri, I'm so sure that ADCs love that. This is like the ADC dream. Just, you know, shooting with Zeri. Having a Yuumi on you, just like always saving you. That is an ADC dream. As much as viewers didn't like that, I can imagine ADC had a time of their lives just getting pentakills every game. Also probably got carpal tunnel from just like the constant ability clicking. Teams returning to the stage. Teams returning. Driver is gonna be the one playing now. And now, what draft are we gonna be seeing? Again, I think the Gragas is the most obvious answer here. I do feel like the Gragas is a possibility coming for a CFO. Which would also mean that probably they're gonna be swapping. Like Gragas is usually pretty good in swaps. We have not seen a swap so far, actually. But if CFO actually gonna go for the Gragas, it does feel like that they're gonna be swapping. They're gonna be really fine swapping there. And Dogo just had a pretty insane performance, so you know, just getting him ahead always gonna be worth. But we'll see. Kalista has been banned throughout the series, like almost all the games she has been banned. But we'll see. We'll see if there's any differences in bans. I feel like the bans are quite, you know, quite in the stone. Skarner, Zara. Other side, Kalista. And I don't even know who's the other one, but like, bans are pretty much the same in every single game. Also, Ozzer is also, I think, permaban so far. So now teams are gonna be discussing the draft. 20 champions banned. 20 champions banned plus the 10 from the actual bans. As in Game 3, hopefully, we're gonna be getting into the weirder territory. Game 3, fearless, show us your power in Game 3. I have seen you, TLN. It's not just Fofo who's playing the Mal, these two guys as well. Barry and Woody, both of them. I've seen you guys playing the Barry and Woody, both of them. I've seen you guys playing the Mal support. I mean, not the Mal support. I've seen you guys both playing the Mal. Just log the Mal in. I know you want it. Driver is really talking something with the coach. Yeah, as per usual, Driver is gonna be subbing in for Game 3. Regardless of the result, what happened in Game 2, CFO just likes to play with both their top laners. That's usually what happens. Restarting Game 3, there's gonna be Driver coming in. TLN gonna be choosing blue side. This is gonna be the first time seeing them on blue today. It might change up some bans. We'll see if CFO would ban the Mal. Even the Honky also plays the Mal. It does feel like that Fofo's Mal is just on another level. So we'll see. We will see. Hopefully gonna be in draw soon. Seems like the pros are ready. Oh my god. Dogo really explaining something, wow. Oh, sorry, not Dogo, Kaiving. Kaiving really explaining something. I'm not sure what it was, but it seemed very passionate. And my CFO is super passionate. TLN just chilling. Aji once again, not a single smile. All business. It's all business for them. Are we gonna get into game? Ah, yeah, there you go. Game 3 now. The bans so far remaining about the same. Yeah, Zyros Corner still banned. Kalista still banned. Who else is super OP? Order already has been picked. Top laners already have been picked. I don't even know who's left who's super OP. And there's the Gragas from TLN. I mean, there is a Gragas ban from TLN. I mean, I was so sure that Drive would be playing the Gragas, but it seems like TLN came in prepared. It's not too hard to prepare for that, but yep, there is gonna be Driver's Gragas out of the question. Now, do not worry. Obviously, Driver can play a lot more champions, not just the Gragas. But that's probably one of his best champions. But talking about the best champions, Udyr, who has been banned in previous games, is now available. Aji, are you gonna go for the Udyr here? His iconic champion. I don't think Udyr is first pickable, but look, I guess he is. I guess Udyr is first pickable. Aji's Udyr is first pickable. We are gonna be seeing in the grand final for one last time in the LCP, Algiers are there. For one last time in the LCP season kickoff, we're gonna be seeing Algiers' famous Udyr. As the reply from CFO is gonna be Kaista? Who else? Who else? As the reply from CFO gonna be an incredibly strong bot lane, the Kaisa and the Nautilus, and the reply to them is gonna be another incredibly strong bot lane, the Lava's duo in Xayah and Rakan. So far, things looking quite normal. I guess except for Raj's Udyr. So far, nothing too unexpected as... Okay, there's a lot. I think the Ornn is gonna be the... I think it's gonna be Ornn. Ornn is the most boring champion out of all those hovers, and that's why it's gonna be the Ornn. Late game insurance for CFO. It's gonna be a tank fest on the top. Udyr versus Ornn. So I don't think it's gonna be the most active lane in the early games, but I mean they're gonna be scaling. They're gonna be scaling pretty well. Listing ban, I'm kind of random with the listing ban, but no, it doesn't matter. I have the top laners and the bot duo logged in for both teams. We're looking at junglers and mid laners. I mean, Algiers Udyr is definitely gonna have an advantage earlier on, but Ornn doesn't really wanna do much in the early game. Ornn just wanna farm, get the levels. Like I don't think this lane is... If this lane is interactive, then that's really good for TLN. This lane should not be interactive. Ornn just wanna farm, not get into any fights, just farm, and get too late. If there's any action happening, that's already bad for Ornn. And then junglers, mid laners now are the next targets. I guess like the Nocturne Orianna is still available. I'm not necessarily sure if it's fit into TLN's comp, but CFO, Nocturne Orianna would be pretty good here. I'm just saying. Imagine the potential in that. Is it just a Nocturne locking for CFO? But I just realized Nocturne would be insanely OP here. And let's see what they're gonna go for here, but I do feel like that might be it. As the Orianna is already there. One piece already there for CFO. I guess like TLN could still go for like a Nocturne Galio. But they're gonna go for the Pantheon jungle, it seems like. Nocturne Orianna versus Xayah usually is bad, but since they have an Ornn as well. And TLN gonna be locking the Nocturne, stealing it away from the Orianna. And now the only mid laner, the Galio, as expected. This is actually a pretty expected draft, I'd say. Except for the Ornn, I like kind of predicted everyone. Now what is the jungler for CFO? Who's available even? I mean, there's so many jungle bans. I guess like Brand? Wait, Brand might be not the worst here, but it seems like they just have taken the Pantheon. Gonna get that global presence. Also, Pantheon, I guess, is still kinda good with Orianna. Also, I guess like Pantheon still could be like a bold delivery system. Not as much as Nocturne, but still kinda. As we have our Drost ready. I feel like CFO could take the Nocturne because yes, Xayah can ult out surely, but you have Ornn, you have Nautilus. There are just so many stuns. Like even if you cleanse one of them, there's so incredibly many stuns. Like I feel like the Xayah is not gonna have a fun game. And now here's the draft. Both of them are pretty strong. Both of them definitely had a chance to win the game. I feel like Xayah, even though even with her ultimate, I would assume also with the cleanse even with all those defensive stuff, I do feel like that Xayah is gonna be no problem. Nautilus is gonna be there, Pantheon gonna be there, Ornn gonna be there, Orianna, so many CC champions. Wukong was banned. Wukong had been better, of course, but Wukong was banned. But what does the Prophet think in the house? Miss Prophet, what I mean? Miss Prophet, do you believe in the Orianna? Miss Prophet, do you think... I mean, just look at her. That's how lazy she is. She's like, here's the food, but I'm there. Do I go for the food? I'm just sleeping. You're lazy. You're so lazy. What I mean? She's still sleeping. What I mean? What I mean? Who's it gonna be? Okay, I mean CFO. She's gonna be beating CFO. She's gonna be beating CFO as... What? Kurumi? Oh no, are you back on your curse arc? What just happened here? I haven't seen what just happened. Why there are so many level 1s? Every single game I feel like we had a level 1. I mean, we're probably gonna go replay soon. She's not sure yet. No, she's just lazy. She's incredibly lazy. So what just happened? We kind of missed it. It was just a level 1. Oh, nice hook from Kiving. But the retaliation from the Rock-on was really nice. Betty gonna get the first blood. I mean, so far really good for Talon. Xayah head is definitely gonna be needed, as I feel like there's just so much threat to the Xayah. Okay, that's even Junja gonna be picking up Woody here. What is happening, man? Woody gonna be trolling a little bit here, as we're gonna see a swap now. I feel like this is the first game when we actually have a swap. There's a replay. Wait, Xayah? What? What was that replay? What? Just like try to pull the minions? It's like she was trying to pull the minions? What was Xayah doing? Like, is it the technology that I'm unaware of? I feel like she was trying to pull the minions, but why? I don't think this like matters in the laning. I guess like the minions are gonna be pushing now for Talon, but is that it? Like, does it warrant the replay? Now Cars are gonna be sticking around to take down Junjie. There's already 1 kill for Talon, and it's gonna be a 2. It's gonna be a 2. It's gonna be Karsa picking up it. And Talon, once again, looking quite strong. Kurumi, you should have waited to see the first blood, because it doesn't look like CFO is gonna be winning this one. As Talon, oh no, gonna go for potentially the sword. Is at least Honkyu is gonna be able. I thought that was getting a call. Was it? No. Talon with another strong early game, as this swap is going well for them so far. Oh, Betty had to pop the barrier. Betty had to pop the barrier. Okay, might be not going that well for them. I'm not sure what's happening so far. Looking like Karsa having a pretty good early game. Valdogo still struggling a little bit here against Aji. That is a pretty hard lane to play. Like, Aji is gonna be incredibly tanky even earlier on. But maybe with Junjie, maybe with a little bit of jungle help, they're gonna be taking down Aji. There's gonna be a ward. At least Aji is gonna know what's happening here. But can he do anything about that? The dive is gonna be coming in, waiting until the shield is up. There it is. Q, one more Q should be enough. Well done by CFO. They're gonna take down Aji. And it seems like after a bit of... And it seems like after a really unfortunate early game... A lot early game. And it seems like after a really unfortunate level 1... At least CFO coming back a little. They're not gonna go down that easily. They're not gonna get TLN, have their early advantage once again. As at least they're a little bit closer to pick up defeat instead of TLN. Betty gonna be going to the top side, going for the swap. Meanwhile, this happens. The top laners are gonna be matching each other on the bot side. As Driver is gonna be incredible. I mean, flash available for him, but he's gonna be using it. Oh my god, look at the nerves on this guy. Cold. Look at the nerves. Absolute metal nerves, the guy says. Absolute metal nerves from the guy not using the flash. Now gonna be healing up, gonna be TPing back to the lane, gonna be continuing the push. There's a replay, but yeah, whatever. Now Honkyu though, Honkyu, you have level 6, you have the flash, you're gonna be using at least the level 6 ultimate is flash as well. Gonna be using everything, but he's gonna be surviving. Well done for Honkyu, a lot has been invested, but now he's gonna be alive as Orange is gonna be coming at Ozzy. It seems to be at least that no one dies here for now. Grubs actually has not been taken, nor the dragons. And it seems like from all those objectives, it's gonna be the grubs that they are fighting for first. CFO is gonna be in the better position to take it, and it seems like TLN might just be fine with the trade. Oh, but not Carson nor Rudy. They're gonna go back in. The first grub is gonna go to CFO, but the rest, TLN is still gonna be fighting them. It seems like CFO might just be fine with that. They're just taking one, so full camp is not going to anywhere. With the one, they can also take the might still. They're gonna be fine. They don't want the fight just yet. I mean, CFO, they probably shouldn't fight. They're gonna have the power spike when those Ornn items are coming in. They wanna get the farm, they wanna get as many neutral... They wanna get the farm, they wanna get as many neutral objectives as they can. I feel like fight would be just a bad idea for them. This Nocturne also gonna be pretty strong already. With the fear, gonna be CCing the enemy as well. Dunji, yeah? Dunji might be looking at course, but there is no level 6 rider member. Teams are taking it back a little. Not as aggressive anymore. Driver and Aji. I mean, this lane, I wouldn't expect anything to happen here for quite a while. Or just one chill. As the dragon have been started by CFO, it seems like. I mean, Nocturne is here. Nocturne is level 6, but doesn't go for the dragon. Instead, gonna go for Honkyu in the mid lane. He's gonna be surviving. No flash, but still, that's not gonna be a dead Honkyu. And CFO is gonna be continuing the dragon. There's no one to contest it. That's gonna be their first dragon. This is so far, I think, the most equal game at this point. In all the previous games, I feel like whenever there was a first dragon taken, at least one team is kind of getting ahead. So far, it's dead equal. There's a tiny bit of lead for TLN, but they're just literally one kill. But if you look at the lane assignments, they're like the most difference with the support. So really, this game is just absolutely equal right now. Even in terms of grubs, there is like no full cans taken just yet. Teams are far away from getting the feats too. A little slower game than the last one, definitely. That kind of happens when you have an Ornn on your team against an Udyr. These teams are gonna be happy going too late and not have too much action until then. So we're gonna be seeing a lot of farm. We're gonna be seeing the junglers cleaning up the camps. they're gonna be seeing a lot of swaps. As now Dogo is gonna be matching, not matching, sorry. As Dogo now coming to the top lane. I would expect something similar from Zaya and Rakan too. As exactly, they are gonna be going towards the top lane. Swap, 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 swap. Or rather, wait, it's gonna be Zaya going to the mid lane. Never mind. Not much has happened since the last grubs, but the fight might breaking out again. A little over 30 seconds until the next camp. I mean, obviously it's gonna be slower early game. Like, the top laners are late game scalers. Kai'Sa also, like, pretty much late game scaler. You wanna have your abilities evolved. I guess, like, the Nocturne Galio is the only really pairing that just comes online level 6 and then wanna go for fights, but others are not really looking for fights right now. Not much has happened since the last grub camp. But now we're back. We're back to see who gets the 5. But now we're back to see who gets at least 4. Who gonna get the Midas. Woody, now coming in. That's a really nice ultimate into also Fofo's ultimate, but it's actually not gonna knock up too many people, but nonetheless, Juju's not incredibly low. But Honkyu's ultimate into followed by Dogo. Dogo is ulting in. And CFO might have just found their fight here. Absolutely perfect ultimate from Honkyu. Gonna be winning in the fight. They're gonna be incredibly low, so they have to retreat. I don't think they can go for a little bit more. I don't think they can go for much more here, but at least they're gonna get the grubs. At least one of them. Okay, I'm not sure they can stick around. Fofo is coming in here. All the members are super low from CFO, but he got a kill. And yeah, but he got a kill. Talon not even gonna get. Oh, okay, drivers in the second hand. Talon not even gonna get the full camp. So no feed there either. I feel like this is all that CFO could have asked for. I mean, sure, Talon gonna get the merits, but just 4. That's not the worst. That was such a nice engage from Woody, but immediate reaction from CF was also amazing. And I feel like Talon kind of lost track of Orianna for a second. 4-man ult. Honkyu, absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ult, man. And with this one, a tiny bit of lead for CFO, but once again, this is a pretty equal game. These are not the things that are going to be deciding the game. That's going to be the Ornn. Whenever the first Ornn item comes, how the team fights are going to be going after. This is what happens when late game comes. You get 1 kill, you're going to be happy, and you're going to be leaving. CFO playing well for that, but yeah, guys, just don't expect many kills. This is not going to be like game 1 or 2. It's fine. Sometimes you have to chill a little. Sometimes you have to play the mind games. Sometimes you have to look for how well the teams are laning. And so far, in that aspect, I feel like... And so far, in those aspects, I feel like both teams are doing fine. Both teams are basically playing for the strength at the moment. And this is still a wide open book. Anything can happen. But just so you know, Kurami has predicted CFO, right, guys? I feel like Kurami has predicted CFO. Kind of forgot about that. Chat, can you help me out? just watch back on YouTube. Watch back the VOD. I'm pretty sure Kurami has predicted CFO. Yeah, because Talon got the first, but then I was like, Kurami, why did you predict CFO? Is it gonna be Kurami's blessing? The blessing of the void. I need Kurami to have a flash coming in from Fofo into Nocturne Ultimate. So far it's doing pretty well, but Junji-sama still alive. Have to get for the knockup. Have to go for the charm. How was Junji staying alive for so long? And I mean, they take him down in the end, but now there is gonna be the reply coming in from CFO. Such a good knockup from the Ornn, coming already 2 kills so far. But Honkyu's ultimate and Driver's ultimate have been so incredible. And they take down Junji, but at what cost? CFO not gonna be pick up the feed, but that's whatever. They're gonna be picking up 2 kills. They're staying in the lane. Dogo gonna get even further ahead. Dogo basically just gonna flip the lane into his advantage. And so far, CFO is doing so well. And that was such a nice engage from Fofo, such a nice engage from Karsa, but oh my god, Honkyu's ultimate just to save Junjia for a second, and so many knockups onto Junjia, but the timing was just too long. And after that, I mean, it's once again just well played by CFO. CFO. After this, CFO gonna go for the dragon. We already have one. I mean, the first one was an infernal, second one is gonna be a mountain. Those two are one of the best souls, so well, you're not gonna get those souls at least. What is it gonna be? I mean, to be fair with the Orn, like even the ocean is pretty good. You can just heal up on those fights from far away. But what is it gonna be? It's gonna be of course it's gonna be a cloud. Oh, of course it's gonna be a cloud. Why am I even surprised? Honky already gonna get the Sarah, so that is a pretty fast transformation. Only so there's Zaya. Yeah, I mean, Nocturne should be dealing damage as well. The Gaudia was a little weird here. I mean, I guess that is the best option still in this place. But I would have picked the Kaisa for our styles. I feel like Kaisa is better than Zaya. Zaya is really safe, but there's so much CC on the enemy side. You can't just take down Zaya. It's not a problem, I think. For now, Zaya is gonna be incredibly strong because we are still somewhat in the mid-early game. But just watch. The Zaya is definitely. I think that the Zaya is just gonna keep dying. Like, as long as Junjia is gonna get up ahead with the shield, just gonna jump on Zaya, stun her. Zaya doesn't even have... And by the way, Zaya doesn't even have cleanse. I just realized that's very risky not having a cleanse, I think, in this case. But yeah, I feel like TLN is not playing this super well. Herald gonna be started by TLN. With their 4 grubs. They really want to push at least some turrets. They already have one. But they definitely want more. They definitely want to have some godly. There has not been that many as... Okay, there it is. Everyone is going to go onto Hiving. That is a weird target to have. But there is going to be Driver a little bit farther away. Going to get knocked up. Going to get super low here. Tron. And the kill is actually going to go to Zaya. But meanwhile, on the other side, Dogo also got a kill for himself. As Dogo... Oh my god! Ulting in just to dodge them. Oh my god, that ultimate was incredibly good, but can they get anything here? There's a flash also out. TLN is super low, there's Savage Dean. Dogo's out of the fight, but can the others take it down? I think that's just a 1-for-1. Both ADCs are just gonna get 1 kill, and since both of them are gonna get quite low, they're gonna leave the fight here. But wow, this is what's happening. Wait a second. Honky was not even part of this fight. I haven't even realized. Wait, CFO has almost won like 4v5? Wait, this is insane. Wait, that just worked for CFO. Just another turret. Honky was pushing the bot side. I mean, TLN gonna get the Herald, which is probably gonna be turning into a turret, so... somewhat equal. Maybe it's not CFO favored. This fight overall, somewhat equal. Teams are still incredibly close. Why did they go for the... I can't even talk. Why did they go for the Nautilus? I don't understand that aspect. Wasn't they just... Why did they... All of them just went on an Orn. Like, this is an Orn. Like, you're not gonna be taking him down that fast. Own ultimate was also not available. This is a weird fight from TLN. I mean, they're still gonna be coming out somewhat fine in the end, but... So this would also have went reverse for them. CFO gonna have that about 1k lead for themselves. As a reminder, TLN still has the Herald, so... I would say this is somewhat equal. But with the first threat, they actually... but with the first threat, I forgot to mention, TLN is actually already having the feat. So there is that going for them. AE picked up by Betty on the Zaya. These ADCs are gonna be super important as fight goes on. None of them has died a single time. They're basically equal in the lane. I do feel like they might be difference maker here. I just don't understand how Betty doesn't have cleanse. I guess like the idea is that you just have your ultimate, and if you would, but like the enemy has so many CC abilities, like incredibly many. I don't feel like the barrier is gonna be as important in this case. I definitely would have then cleansed here, but I mean Betty hasn't died so far, so maybe I'm wrong. Is turret gonna go to Talon with this Herald? Velp with Velp. A little bit of a gold income for them. Just flashing. I mean, I guess, but I feel like that's not enough. I mean, so far it was enough, so I guess I'm wrong. I'm underestimating Betty's confidence. So far it was enough, so maybe. I would be too scared. I would definitely be too scared if I was playing this Zaya. Betty doesn't have cleanse. I feel like the cleanse would have been better, but I mean he hasn't died so far, so maybe I'm wrong. Nonetheless, fight probably gonna be breaking out for this dragon, as it would put the soul point for CFO. Corsair is the one starting it, but fight incoming ultimates available for all the sides. As already Corsair is gonna be the first one to pick the Nocturne ultimate, but there's immediate reply by the Ornn, and Ornn is just gonna miss every single person. I mean, there was the Nocturne ultimate, so I mean obviously he couldn't see anyone, but so far the fight seems to be well forced. But so far the fight seems to be good for Talon, as they're also gonna be taking a driver. Now nice charm coming in from Woody, and Talon might just be winning it. They're also gonna be taking down Honkyu, shot down for Betty, and Betty is gonna be so strong. I might have been wrong. Maybe this guy does read the cleanse. The cleanse not gonna be helping him get more kills, and that's the only thing he cares about. Incredibly strong on the Zaya, and it feels like that CFO is not online. Ornn items are not coming in, and they're just losing, as they might also be losing the Atakan. I really don't think that they can do anything here, as Dogo is gonna be caught out here. Have to be careful. Ultimate also coming in from Junjit, trying to save Dogo. Ulting out, actually. Okay, that's actually somehow... Okay, actually somehow CFO is gonna be surviving? I mean, they're gonna take down Talon from the Otacon, so that's not even too bad. They'll be chasing them? That is weird that's happening here. I guess that's fine. That's really good for CFO, as they're gonna be the one starting Otacon. That's weird. I feel like they are going for desperation plays, but it's not desperation play time. Code is absolutely equal. You should be way more careful. I don't think this Otacon is a good idea for either team. I mean, if CFO gets it, that's just probably gonna win them the game, so maybe that's how they're thinking, but there are still so many abilities. Nocturne ultimate, Galio ultimate available, Nocturne ultimate is just gonna be popped. As there goes in Karsa, they have to take down Karsa before the Otacon goes down, but there's already 1 for 1 kill. But one of those glitches goes to Karsa. Karsa is dead. Lugia is still alive. If they keep this Otacon fight going, CFO might be winning, because our ultimate, as I'm not even sure who's gonna be having probably this is Betty. Betty haven't even used the ultimate so far, as somehow CFO is winning. Only Betty is left alive. And sorry, no. Only Usher is left alive. And CFO winning this fight and to still take down Otacon. This is such an incredibly risky play, but it pays out. And Betty had to use the barrier, the flash, the ultimate. I mean, we're gonna see the replay. I need to look at Betty, but I feel like the barrier was not helping. Oh, that's where we're starting. This is incredibly earlier on. I mean, this fight was just, yeah, Ornn was the nearsighted, so I was like, had to put it somewhere. Usually teams are like pinking, but there is no one really near Talon, so I mean, I understand that missing. Didn't have vision on that. At that point, it just looked like Talon is winning. Is it? Wait, does it count as a... Wait. Okay. Wait, chat, does it count as an Otacon throw? Can we count this as Otacon throw officially? As I mean, this ultimate was pretty nice from Karsa, but CFO just stopped attacking Otacon. Well played by them. And look, and just watch Betty here. Betty, pretty good. Betty on the side. Had to use the ultimate around here. There you go, around ultimate use, and ultimate actually got a 1 kill for him, but still the barrier didn't really help him. I guess the cleanse wouldn't have helped too much either. I'm really caught on this cleanse. It's probably fine to go barrier, but still, CFO played this so well. They waited out until Talon used all their abilities, until the near sight is over, until the Galio was coming in. They waited all of that, And after it was done, it's our time. Got the Otacon, get the lead, and got the Otacon, got the lead, and now they're gonna be pushing this threat to the false life. And Kurami, you might just be right once again. She woke up today, it seems like happy. She done cursing teams. It's all blessings from now on. CFO gonna be starting the Baron. They have false life, so as long as they somehow get it and not gonna get taken by Karsa, I feel like this is gonna be worth it. Yep, I mean, Ashi's gonna be pretty tanky, but he's just going down. Dogo is the one getting the kill, and I guess like Karsa can still steal it away. There's that, but they're already probably gonna be worthy Otacon. And CFO, they're not really trying to take the Baron. I mean, Karsa is near, has still the ultimate. And I know False Life is just gonna run out. Wait, I haven't even realized that it was already like 2.5 minutes. Okay, there's no False Life anymore. Wait, is there False Life anymore? Wait, no, there is no. Okay, that was fast. I mean, they got like 1 kill. They almost baited the Baron. I'm not sure how worthy that was. Is Talon gonna be the one starting the Baron now? Okay, Junji is gonna be pretty far, but ultimate also not available. Wait a second. Wait a second. Talon. Okay, Talon might just getting there's a near side coming in from Karsa. Still on the Baron. Baron is gonna be taken down by Talon. But can they get out alive? That is the big question, as CFO still has the lead. And even through the Baron buff, there's gonna be Fofo down and Dogo! What are you doing there, Dogo? Ulting into there! Dogo ulting into his death! I mean, the Ottomans are still probably gonna be cleaning up the others. Only Woody is left up with the Baron buff, it seems like. Only Woody and Karsa. Karsa also got away. What was that ultimate from Dogo? What? That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, CFO still gonna be winning this fight, but that was a little bit on the edge. What was it thinking? I mean, well done by Karsa. At this point, they're pretty behind, so I feel like even if only 2 of them got out of the Baron, it's probably good. But I mean, there's just so many kills. There's so many kills. That was except for that play. CFO played this well, and I guess like Zaya got the shot down, so it might be still a worthy play for. So it might be still a worthy play for Talon. I mean, they got away with 2 Baron buffs. Zaya, their strongest member, got the shot down gold. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure if it was worth. I would say this is feeling good. I feel like both teams are like. I feel like Talon at least gotta be feeling good with this one. They lost a few members, but their strongest member got even stronger, and there's still 2 Baron buffs. They're still losing, no question about that. But if there is any way back to this game, this is just the first step. Talon not gonna go down that easily. Still gonna go for these plays. I love to see that. I love to see an aggressive Talon. As now though, CFO might be the one advancing. No, not gonna engaging, no. Meanwhile, okay, Fofo gonna go for a very long flank here, as there is also Karsa coming in with the ultimate. I don't even think the Steve Fofo. I guess like Carving is gonna be Sting Fofo, but he might be going down in here. Carving is getting low incredibly. There's a shield coming in. Carving somehow still alive. Somewhere no one died here. Betty's ultimate is not gonna be hitting people. Betty is already down. Dogo's the one getting the kill. And I think CFO just won this fight. Double for Betty. Carving somehow still alive as Betty still dealing the damage. Oh my god, such an incredible fight from CFO. Even Ash is gonna be taken down. They're gonna get so much here. They can even go for the Dragon Stone if they want. Fofo, you're on the wrong side of the map. Gonna be wasting Driver's time a little bit. Like, there's not much to do here for Driver anyways. In the end, oh, okay, I guess Fofo can still get this kill, but nonetheless. Wait, is it Fofo who's wasting Driver's time, or is it the other way around? I mean, meanwhile, CFO just looking at the turret. Only Wood is left here as Fofo can still not come back to the lane. I guess Driver was wasting Fofo's time. Fofo's gonna get out that inhibit the turret for CFO. if Fofo is just able to go back with the TP. Meanwhile, CFO got an inhibited threat. We'll get Dragon Soul, even though just Cloud, whatever. Still a Dragon Soul. CFO seems like gonna be winning game. CFO looking to be winning as this was such a nice hook by Hyping. I'm not even sure if he actually saw Fofo there. I mean, that was quite far away, but nonetheless. I mean, look at that, the dodge. The dodging away. They dodged away Barry's ult. They dodged away Fofo's ult as well. Just so well played for CFO, all the members. Incredibly well played. As we're entering 30 minutes, that timers are getting quite long now. And I already see 2 lanes on the top and the middle pushing quite heavily in favor of CFO. If there is any more team fight breaking out, that might just be the end of the game. I don't even necessarily think that we're gonna go to Aldo territory. And by the way, already 2 items, 2. And by the way, already 2 Ornn items. Honkyu gonna be incredibly strong. My driver, I'm not even sure how you take that driver anymore. Also Karsa with the 3 item. I'm pretty sure now she has all the evolutions. I feel like around like 4 items is when you get all the abilities evoluted. Evolved. I'm not. I was like, what is that? I was like, I don't even know what is the past perfect. CFO 1 team fight away to just get games 3, get on match point. They coming in here from the upper bracket as technically the favorites, but TLN, I don't think any people, but TLN, even though they're from the low bracket, I don't think anyone counts them out. I feel like these are pretty evenly matched teams, and no matter who wins here, I still think that anything can happen still in game 4, potentially game 5. This is one of the most competitive seasons I think that PCS or LCP has ever had. There's no one strong team. We had 3 really strong teams, but only 2 remaining now. And who's gonna be the one who's victorious here as Karsa going in? There's gonna be immediate Zhonya's, but now Ornn ultimate is gonna get so many people here, and Honkyu is still alive through the Zhonya's. There's already 2 kills for CFO, and I feel like they just won this. Doggo going in, gonna get stunned. Okay, that is like the second time that Doggo kind of throw this one, but they're still gonna be incredibly up ahead. Honkyu went back to heal up. Now we're gonna go back to the lane, gonna kill the minions as well. There's also ultimate from Junjia, as every single member gonna go down. There's gonna be the ace for TLN, and they're not even gonna go for the. I feel like they could have went for the base. I guess that the minions are not really pushing for them. And Baron is a safe call. That's fine. Don't throw this game now. Baron is the safe call. Yeah. Okay, check. The Doggo is really feeling this game. He's getting ready to play. He's getting ready to play the Zeri. Because like it's usually the Zeri when you wanna just go in, be like having a Yumi or Lulu on you. He's just getting ready to play the Zeri. So this fight, the Zhonya was so impactful. Look at the damage. Also, Ornn making sure that the Zai ultimate is popped early on. As this time, look, I mean, Doggo once again just an ulting in immediate death. I feel like Doggo is just getting ready for the Zeri. I feel like this is a Zeri angle next game. He's just playing like a Zeri. He's already preparing his fingers. When you play the Zeri and you have like a Lulu or, God forbid, the Yumi. Okay, rest is really hype. Yeah, this is getting ready with all those Zeri fingers. When you have a Lulu or, God forbid, a Yumi on you. I hope not. I hope a Lulu, but whatever. These plays are actually working. I feel like he's just getting ready for the Zeri. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Because for now, it doesn't matter how much he throws. I don't think CFO can troll this game away. almost 10,000 of elite they are in. Baron powered minions, and even if they decide, even if they decide they don't want to end it here, in just a minute, there's gonna be an Elder to fight for, but I feel like that Elder might just be right after the game is over. CFO gonna be pushing on their first inhibitor. It's gonna be taken down. Are they gonna be rotating to the bottom side, or are they gonna go for the dragon already? It seems like they're also hesitating meanwhile. A lot of people going to the driver, but that driver is a very tanky one. And Ultimate, he's a well driver, obviously driving that on alt pretty well into so many people. TLN gonna be falling down one by one. Only 4 members left up, and those Seekers actually gonna be hurting so much. Look at those damage, Jesus Christ. And Doggo almost just one-shotting the turrets, that's crazy. Meanwhile, Betty had to use the ultimate defensively once again. And I feel like after this, I'm not even sure. Okay, the Doggo is gonna be ulting in once again. Not gonna go down this time around, but you know, just for old time's sake. Just gonna be ulting into 4 people. But this time around, it seems like the CFO just winning the game. They got an ace. Quadra kill for Doggo. Alright, sure, why not? Okay, that was a fun one. Oh. CFO up 2-1. You know, they had some funsies. I'm not against fun. I allow that. When you have a Quadra, when you're playing such an incredible Kaisa, you're allowed to have some fun. I'm not against that. But while this is really fun for CFO, I would imagine, it definitely isn't for TLN, as now they are on elimination point. The very last match in the LCP season kickoff. As we're entering game 4, the stakes could not be higher. I said this a few times, but the stakes actually could not be higher. The only time the stakes might be higher is if we go to game 5. But for now, if CFO wins the next one, they're gonna go to first 10 tournament, they're gonna go to South Korea, and they're gonna be facing Hanwha. We already know that they're gonna be there. And some other teams. Others are not decided. But Hanwha, they're gonna be there. Yeah, Betty. Okay, that's a bit. Okay, Betty tried his best, alright? That is crazy. Betty tried his best. Come on, guys. Yeah. CFO 1 game away. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the toilet very quickly. And I'm gonna be right back. And when I'm back, we're gonna be potentially seeing the very last game of the very first LCP season. It has been an amazing season. I'm super happy I'm able to co-stream it. I genuinely feel like it's the most fun I had watching League of Legends ever since I started. But I'm gonna be back.
Minions have spawned.
Right. The stakes could not be higher. Actually, it only could be higher if you go into 5 games. But whoever wins here, but if CFO winning the next game, they're gonna go to first and tournament. We already know Hanwha is gonna be there. Driver and Rest, both of them might be facing off against Vius. And we don't know the rest of the teams. But North America is gonna find out their team tonight. Well, at least in LP are gonna be like next week. I really hope it's gonna be an IP. Won't be at first end. But that's another topic. Nonetheless, CFO looked dominating. Even if Doggo had some moments, it's an incredible performance. As you're gonna be entering game 4, what potentially could be your last game of the first LCP split. I'm getting emotional. I love this split. I'm getting emotional. This is the most fun probably I had watching League of Legends. Maybe except for 2021, for obvious reasons, like DFM is doing pretty well. But I feel like in general, this has been an incredibly fun year so far. I'm very happy that in the LCP we can see the full extent of Fearless. I'm very happy that in terms of Fearless, in the LCP we have seen a 4-game and 5-game series so far, just going for the full length. Yeah. I'm very happy that our top 3 teams, CFO, TLN, and also Vikings, I'm gonna putting them here as... Aji just... Okay, I mean, I was joking around how Aji was sleeping all the time, but he was actually just... He's actually just sleeping! There is no way! He's just... There is no way! And he's just thinking as a bed! That's crazy! That's crazy! What? That is crazy. That is crazy. I can't. I cannot. Oh man, I'm dead. I have been killed. Nonetheless, yeah, it has been an incredible split. I just want to see who's gonna be our team, and I'm gonna have an actually somewhat hot prediction. I'm not sure how hot it is, but I'm gonna have a prediction. Listen to me. I feel like coming into the first end tournament, I feel like, okay, this gonna sound kind of bad, but LCP is not gonna be lost, which is like, it's sounding like a little bit bad. Okay, it sounds a little bit bad, you know, like the goal is not to be lost. But hear me out. Since there are only gonna be 5 teams, and in the first stage, the 5 teams, and in the first stage from the 5 teams, 1 is gonna be out. Other 4 goes to playoffs. I feel like LCP is gonna be making playoffs. Now, I'm not necessarily sure if it's gonna be LEC or LTA who's underperforming. LTA has not looked the best, let's just be honest here. LEC is a little bit weird, like, I guess G2 is just gonna win anyways. So I'm not even sure what about it. So I'm not sure what's the case there. But my prediction, LCP is gonna get to playoffs. Clip it and ship it. I mean, FlyQuest has looked really bad yesterday. TL has not really been the same ever since the Minion incident. Like, unironically, ever since the Minion incident, TL has not looked the same. I feel like LCP can beat LTA. I definitely feel like that. If it's like 100 teams or something who's going, I feel like Talon can beat. Or CFO. I mean, CFO is currently leading. Yeah. Yeah. TL looking a little bit worse. I mean, 100T. This team literally got beaten by Rainbow 7. So yeah. I feel like that. Though to be fair, like LEC has also not looked that great. G2 is kind of doing better. Like obviously G2 is just G2. They're gonna be scaling. Also, I mean KC was also good. Like KC has surprised everyone, I think. I mean, I was always a Kalist fan. I watched Kalist a few years ago in Montpellier. But I was like, I wasn't sure if KC would be, you know, doing so well out of the box. But they also surprised everyone, I think, in that sense. They're also doing well. And I don't know, at least he's like doing better. I still don't know necessarily sure how they're gonna fare against First End. Like Honva is obviously looking really strong. Whoever goes from LPL, they're probably gonna be looking very strong as well. I would not expect LPL or SCK to lose. Yeah, I feel like LPL SCK are gonna be first to win First End. Also, the remaining 3 spots, I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little bit biased here, but LTE has looked the worst. Like, am I just like crazy? Also, LTE has played so few games. Like, that is crazy. There was like a comparison. I think like Sheep has posted it, but there was like a comparison. Like in each region, basically it was like how many games have the team with the least games played in each region. And it was like Chiefs has played the least games for LCP. They were like, Chiefs played like 11 or something. And there was like LEC, I think it was like 7 for GX or something like that. No, GX got in playoffs, but it was 7 for like, who was the last one? LEC, was it Vitality? No, Vitality also played yesterday. I don't even know who was the last. Rogue. Like Rogue played like 7 or something. And LTA, the least amount of games that the LTA teams have played was 4. For I think like one of the Brazilian teams, 4, and even Lion was like 5. That is insane. That is crazy. Yeah. I don't know which team was, but I remember it was 4. Yeah. That is crazy. I also want to make like after we're done here, I also want to make like each First End tournament team how many games they played. I am pretty sure whoever goes from LCP has played the most games across all the regions, I think. Because LPL had the group stage, which is, I mean, those are like 5 games. But I feel like that's still like not that much, the group stage. LCK had this cup thing, which is also not the most. But they have like many 5-game series playoffs. So maybe they also played a lot. But LTL, like TL has played like 10 games so far or something. Like TL has played like maybe like 2... Like no, they lost, so like they played like 2, 6, they played like 17 or something so far. And also LEC also hasn't played that much, so we'll see. I want to make this list. I feel like LCP would be I mean LCK I'm not sure. LPL me I think the group stage was a little weird. Like the group stage had less games, but their playoffs is much bigger and all best of 5s. While LCP had a massive like a normal regular season, and it just the playoffs is a little shorter. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But I'm gonna check it out after. I'm actually curious. By the way, I prefer like just a bigger regular season. I really like that we had a real regular season, not just like groups or something. I much prefer a like an actual regular season. Just like seeing all the teams play against each other. This is really good. So now, game 4, which what could be our last ever game this season in the LCP. Just our usual bands: Skarner, Wukong, Zyra, also Lilia. Lilia is now added to the mix. Kalista, Azir, the normal ones. But there's one champion who's left up, and that's a Gragas. Not for Ashi. I mean, Ashi could still evade maybe. and he's gonna. Driver cannot play his Gragas. Just bans against him last game. Now Ashi is gonna be picking up the Gragas. A CFO, Caitlyn picked up. Is that an Elise? Oh, and Elise did pretty good here. I mean, I guess like Caitlyn Lux is the OG early game lane, but Elise is obviously the newer version of that. Caitlyn gonna have incredible early pressure. And I feel like the Alice would be such an insane pairing with her. Also, Nidalee, they're just gonna full all in early. The CFO gotta pick the Nidalee. It didn't really work out yesterday, but I mean, in theory, just gonna go for an incredibly early game strong comp. CFO just going for an incredibly early game comp. I mean, but the issue is, but my issue with the CFO comp is, if they're not really getting the first feeds, if they're kind of falling behind in the lane, the Nidalee is just gonna be absolutely useless. And Caitlyn can still do damage, I guess. But like, yeah, but they're better. But she's not gonna be the best late game. So CFO just went win early or lose. As Nico gonna be picked up by TLN, and they have such an incredibly engaged tool there. The Gragas and the Nico, I would assume this is gonna be Nico support. It's such an incredible engaged tool as CFO. I'm just gonna pick up the Sion. Another crazy comp here. I feel like they are trying to get the early leads to transition into the Sion, get that meatball up on the top lane. Yeah. Sorry, I was just reading chat. Yeah, IPL probably had more because there's so many BO5s, but at the same time, like, so many of their BO5s are just 3-0s. Like, there's so many BO5 in LPL versus 3-0s. And in LCP, I feel like at least our top teams have went 2-1 quite regularly. So yeah. So far, I am not necessarily sure I'm liking the CFO comp. It's a little bit weird. They went for very early game, and then paired it up with a Sion. It could have been. I feel like it could have been a Renekton here. Like, if you go early game, just go all in. We have seen a Renekton beforehand. Actually, Renekton carried the game beforehand. I feel like might have been better, but I mean, maybe they want some early game. But maybe they want some late game. Maybe that insurance is needed. As Bard, man. I mean, Kaiving plays a lot of Bard. That's understandable, 100%. Bard is really good also with Nidalee. Just like, you know, stunning the people. That is definitely understandable. Also, just the early. There's a Bard ban. Are we gonna be seeing an Elias ban as well? Blitzcrank? Wait, what? Okay, the Blitzcrank one I don't understand. They're gonna go for the trash? I'm not necessarily sure I'm liking that. I feel like Alice would be so good here. Or the OG. There's no chance you're just playing with me like that. It's not with the Braum. That is like the most boring option. I mean, I guess like it's needed against the Jhin. You wanna have some safety for the Caitlyn. There's gonna be so much engaged on Talon's side. Imagine the Cataclysm into the Nico ultimate. I'm not sure if I'm liking CFO's comp. I feel like Talon is winning this draw for now. Now, is it gonna be enough to put them into game 5? We're gonna be finding out about that right now. We're gonna see that very, very soon. Okay, the victory is gonna be on top. The victory is gonna be even more salt to the wound. Imagine the Cataclysm into Nico ultimate, the Victor ultimate. How CFO is gonna be salvaging this draft. I don't like CFO's draft. Let me just emphasize that. I'm not sure who's they picking in mid lane. I mean, I don't even know if the Mal is good here. I really don't know who they could. Are they gonna be cooking up something? Is it gonna be a Kali? Tristana? I'm not necessarily sure I'm liking the Tristana either. It's like, fine. Since they have an AP jungler, since they have an AP jungler, 80 mid laner is probably... Since they have a jungler, an AD mid laner is expected. They're really gonna go for that early game, but I really don't think CFO is doing this game, if I'm being honest. Nidalee needs so much lead to be actually... I think Nidalee needs more lead than CFO is able to generate, especially against Talon, whose early game has been so incredibly good. And CFO's comp is gonna be strong early. And I get the idea that Talon's early game has been good. So let's pick an early comp to combat that. But I just feel like it's gonna backfire. I feel like Talon just gonna kind of nullifying this comp and coming into like 10-20 minutes. The Nidalee, unless getting like 3 items, just gonna be pretty useless. I don't necessarily like it, but we'll see. As Talon, as we'll see who's gonna be winning. Because so far, Kurami has predicted every single game correctly. So, you heard it right. There it is. She doesn't really care, but she woke up. Thank you for waking up, for getting treats. Kurami? Choose wisely. Or we're gonna get into game... Oh. Okay, we have a pause. That's amazing. Kurami, just take your time. Don't have to hurry. Just take your time. How lazy can you be, honestly? She's... How lazy can you be? Oh, are we gonna get into 5 games? No. No. No 5 games, she says. Kurami, at the start of the stream, Kurami said that CFO would be winning. She was very hesitant. She was looking at Talon's bowl. Almost got it, but no. Went to CFOs. That's what she said at the start. But now, that CFO is on game match, and now that CFO is on match point, she goes like, no 5 games. They're gonna get only 4, and it's CFO winning here, and she's gonna go for her perfect prediction as for today, and CFO just gonna get the first blood, and it's gonna go to Nidalee, which is amazing. The early game jungle Nidalee gonna get the first blood here. Kurami, you might just have your perfect day. You might have just blessed CFO. The blessing of the void. CFO is buffed up by the blessing of the void. This is all you want. When you're playing Nidalee, when you're playing such an early game comp, this is all you want. Kurami, absolutely. So far, predicting well. There's gonna be a swap, but it's gonna be matched. There's gonna be a swap from the top laners, but it's gonna get matched. So I guess like we're gonna be seeing mostly the same normal lanes. But where is the... Oh my god. I was trying to look at where is Nico on the minimap, then I realized that's a Nico. I really hate how Nico's portrait on the spectator is just the champion. Oh my god. I was like trying to search her up. I was like, where is she going? What's happening here? Why is there 2 junglers? It took me way too long to realize. Oh my. Nonetheless. There's our best swap, but it's not get matched. In the end, Lena Simons, at least against each other, as they should be. As this might be the very last lane swap we're seeing in the LCP. It's gonna get absolutely murdered next patch. Well, not necessarily next patch, but like... Riot is planning to absolutely murder lane swaps. So potentially, this is the last time in the LCP that we are seeing this. Everyone, let's say a teary goodbye to lane swaps. As for one last time, it seems like they're gonna be... As for one last time... Also, why is Woody playing a no-tank support? I'm not sure about the season, but he plays a lot of enchanters. At least in solo queue. And like also previously. Woody and both Woody and Kiving are playing a lot of enchanters. Really? Maybe I'm just watching him a lot in solo queue. He's playing a ton of enchanters in solo queue. He played even he even played Yumi. Let's say a teary goodbye to lane swaps. As even though this is gonna get matched. So this is barely a lane swap. But nonetheless, oh, Okay, the driver is gonna take that Aji quite low. Same goes for Aji. As nonetheless, it looks like Aji looking for a little bit of a kill here. I mean, this is Sion, so I mean, you guys know the drill. If you have been watching Los Ratones, the Sion death count doesn't matter. There's only one thing that matters, and that's the CS number. That's the gold income out of all the neutral objectives. Well, Karsa? Well, Junjia is gonna be stealing a little bit of a camp away from Karsa. He's not gonna get it, as there's a little bit of time wasted for Junjia here. It's early game jungler. You wanna get ahead. Nidalee needs the Leandris as soon as possible. I feel like she's not really gonna be able to do much on the Leandris. But that very early kill definitely helped her. As Sion got pretty low. Sion is pretty low, but again, that's just a normal Sion performance. As after Junjia's very early kill, lanes are a little more calm now. Once again, which is I understood last time around, since teams had late game comps. This time around though, it feels like teams is gonna go for the early aggression. Okay, maybe not Talon, but like CFO, I would have expected them to be a little more aggressive. Oh yeah, yesterday as well, but he plays a lot of enchanters. I watched him not do solo queue. He plays a ton of enchanters, even the Yumi. Even the Karma, he's played more like before anyone else. He actually plays, I think, more like mostly enchanters in solo queue. Oh, Junjia. Gonna go potentially off for one more spear. Not gonna be hitting. Lanes are exactly how they were a few minutes ago. There's no sizable lead for anyone. Only Junjia, still from that early kill. This Nidalee still gonna be working towards that Leandris. I'm not necessarily sure if she could do much until she has a Leandris. Until then, best you can go for, just get some grubs. Wood is gonna be coming in to contest a little bit. No level 6, so I really don't think TLN can do much here. Junjia gonna get this 3 grubs here. As of course is here, but it's gonna be way too late to the party. Meanwhile, the dragon is not gonna get taken. CFO might be going for that one as well. As they're just gonna be rotating back to the normal lanes. Dogo gonna be walking down the bot lane to meet Aji very soon. Have to be careful, Aji already has level ultimate. Aji is also gonna be recalling. Gonna go to the top side, it's gonna get once again matched. And Junjia is gonna be around the dragon. CFO just gonna get the grubs and the dragon? I mean, you're an early game jungler, so I guess so. But that's a good start for CFO. That's definitely looking pretty nice here. As well, I mean, that's the Sion experience here. You know, just go for the proxying. Just gonna go for the minions. He's gonna be caring about Aji. I mean, he definitely needs to get the minions down now. I feel like Driver is down here, but as long as he gets the minions, it's still gonna be worth. You know, just one more wave. Wait, is still just going? What is he trying to do here? I mean, ultimate not available for him. There is flash, but like that's it. What is just gonna flash out? Gonna be matched. What is Driver doing here? Okay, I mean he's just gonna waste Aji's time. You're gonna be losing a little bit of minions here, I feel like. And then at least you can catch the wave. Driver somehow still alive. What is this champion? Only 8 minutes into the game. Level 7 only. What is this champion? Riot Games. No, this is not real. Sion is not real, guys. I mean, gonna look at all the farm, you know. Let's look at the farm numbers. Having like a 10 CS lead for now. Seems like Bao stole this guy well. Even with 100 HP, like 50 now. Even with like how many, like 50 HP. Still gonna go for the waves. Just one more wave. Driver, just one more wave. Now just gonna give it to Doggo. You're being too nice. Oh, is Doggo gonna be stopping? No, no, no. As I guess grubs are spawning in 1.5 minutes. Potentially the next objective for CFO. Their lead is ever so sad. I can't even tell. Their lead is ever so slightly increasing. But my question, is it gonna be enough? Can they get an early game lead for those... can they get an early game lead that they can transfer into the late with the double ADCs? Is this early game lead enough? I mean, that is the question that I have. I guess like the Scion is doing well, so their insurance is still going well. But Junji is still gonna be a little bit away from the Leandris. I mean, his damage to Woody is pretty insane now. They're coming in, engage onto Honkyu. Honkyu is gonna have to take him down. I don't think CFO can go for any reply here. They just have to be fine with giving away one and, you know, continue the farms. It really feels like CFO cannot really fight until there's a Leandris on Junjia. It really feels like CFO cannot really fight until there's a Leandris on Italy. There's now one... Oh, wait! I was about to say Talon's gonna get one grub, but it seems like Junjia's already gonna be stealing. There's gonna be the mites for them as Saiyan also coming in. Not gonna go for the stun, but it's enough for... Not gonna stun anyone, but it's enough to scare away Talon. Talon now jumping back into the... Oh, wait, that was... Okay. Wait, that Jin ultimate might not be that bad. Junji is gonna be saving most people here. I mean, the fight is still ongoing. They might have to leave a few grubs here. If you already have the mites, they don't wanna risk anything else. Okay, that's... Is it gonna be enough? Wait. I feel like Talon got this one, right? Yeah. Talon gonna get the last two. Only 6 grubs for CFO, but they are out alive. Yeah, this was unfortunate for Honkyu. I mean, it's still not too bad. CFO still has the might. They still have a 1k-ish lead. They still have an about 1k lead. Mostly on the Nidalee. Which is... You want those early game junglers to get up, and... There it is. Now that's important. If you have seen the little icon pop up, Leandri is done for Nidalee. And this is where things might get interesting. I feel like CFO now in the power to fight. The Nidalee spears are going to be burning down the enemy. It is time, potentially, for the next dragon. As I mean, Honkyu might just be dead here. Flash available, ultimate available. It's gonna be recalling, but I don't think the channeling is gonna be enough. He's probably dead here, but I mean, at least like there's not gonna be minion wave under threat. So if nothing else, they're just gonna be wasting so much time for Talon. Junjia already on the bot side. Potentially going for a dive here before taking the dragon. As there are so many members on the top side. But oh, wait a second. There's also Kaibing here. I mean, Honkyu still probably is gonna be dead, but the ultimate already being used. As now Scion gonna be going into Aji. Aji is taken down here. Oh, that was an interesting dog wall ultimate. Just under the threat. I'm not sure that's how he wanted it. But nonetheless, they're gonna take down Aji. No one died. CFO coming out of this fight. CFO coming out. Victorious. Yeah. CFO coming out victorious. You're also gonna get, I would assume, the first threat here. At least. Yeah. Which would mean that they are only one more camp away or one more kill away to get the feat. And now with this dragon... Oh. And now with the dragon also spawning there. with Junjia being near, with Junjia completing the Leandris, I feel like both of those might be coming through very soon. The dragon will be pretty important for CFO, but I would assume they can also get some kills. Now it's gonna be Karsa who's the starting of the dragon, but I mean, he's gonna get found out very soon. Karsa gonna get a few... Karsa gonna take some hits from Honkyu as well as the dragon. Karsa is gonna be a little bit low here. I'm not sure how long he can continue this fight. There's gonna be backup coming in the... There's some backup coming in Aji. But, I mean, the dragon is still going pretty low. I'm not sure if they would just not contest this or they're looking for maybe a fight after it. Honkyu is still in the pit. Junjia is gonna be stealing it away. Alright, I mean, there's a feat for them and might be winning the fight afterwards there as well. And the fight afterwards, they're winning that one too. Honkyu gonna get a kill into Karsa. They might be even pushing some turrets here. Okay, CFO, I think they're winning. CFO's early game comp is coming in handy, coming in clutch. Junjia still trying to get some people down with the spears, while the others taking down the turret. There's gonna be 2 turrets. There's gonna be 3 turrets now for CFO. Yeah, also they're gonna get all the feats. Yeah. They're the feat masters. I'm gonna be honest. I thought they would go for this dragon way earlier, but I mean, I wasn't familiar with Junjia's game. He just went for the steal thanks to the leash, and right after just winning the fight. I mean, kind of Giga Chad based. I mean, kind of based behavior. I mean, kind of based behavior, if you ask me. And I might have been wrong. I thought it's a bad idea to fight Talon's early game aggression with an early game comp. But sometimes... But sometimes this is how it works in life. Sometimes the best defense is aggression. And that's what CFO chose. If you wanna be Talon, if you wanna have aggressive early game, let's just brawl. There's now 1k lead for the Nilly. As I said before, Leandris have been done for a while. As this next fight might be deciding in here. Fofo gonna be flashing off into the spear, but Sion gonna be catching him. Now Fofo gonna go down to Honkyu. And they might be cutting the fight. Aji is actually gonna be missing somehow the Sion. As now Bro ultimate, pretty nice into Karsa. Karsa gonna be really low here. The Driver just going in. Driver doesn't care. Driver and Dogo just taking down Karsa. Yeah. I mean, obviously, Talon can still scale. They have much better... I don't even know if they have better scaling, if I'm being honest. And at this point, I guess like Talon could still scale. They have the Jean, they have the Victor. But I'm gonna be honest. Like, CFO has a really good early game. CFO has a really good early game comp. But their scaling is not even that bad. Double ADC gonna be scaling well. Sion gonna be scaling fantastically. They went for the early game comp, they won the early game, and from now on, I feel like their scaling is gonna be fine. The most important part of their scaling is gonna be the front line, and that's for them. I mean, look at Driver. I mean, this guy is not going down. Well, Gragas is not gonna scale better, and I mean, depending on like what you want. I mean, in terms of damage, yeah, but. Wait, Karsa... I'm not even sure what Karsa was doing here. What? This just... I mean, I think he just went for the scuttle, but like... He's gonna be dying here now as... CFO... Just so much lead in this game. I mean, yeah, the Gragas is gonna be scaling better, I guess, like damage-wise, but... I feel like what CFO needs in this comp is a strong front line. And Gragas is not gonna be a strong front line. At least like not as good as Sion. I feel like the Sion is just so incredible. So in that sense, I would be... I mean, like, you know... I feel like as we're getting into the later part of the game, the Sion is going to be more important for CFO than Hydra Gragas would be for Talon. Honkyu just gonna get the turret down. He doesn't... Oh, never mind. No, not gonna get the turret down. Oh, there. The minions are gonna get the turret down. And CFO, this match, this series is just a full circle. We started with TLN, incredible, strong early game, destroying CFO. Into game 4 now, CFO doing the same to TLN. They are looking to be the very first LCP representative today. We already know that Hanwha is gonna be there, so both for driver and for rest. Zeus is definitely would be a fun opponent to play against, and for us viewers as well to watch. But CFO still need to close this game out as Aji gonna be at least missing the ult. I'm not rather of us dodged out, not really missed. As Sion coming in hot. Okay, the spear is gonna be missing though. The spear has missed from Junjia, but it doesn't matter. Driver got a kill onto Woody. As now Kiving is gonna be going down, but I feel like this is still incredible work for CFO. As Karsa down. Next one to follow is Aji. Yeah. And CFO already on almost 10,000 lead. That is incredible. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I guess like Gragas is gonna be scaling fine, like for they're like a bruiser, but they don't have a front line. So in that sense, obviously the Sion is gonna be so much more useful. Okay, I'm a driver. 1v3. I mean, so many ults used for this guy. Oh my god. I guess he's gonna be taken down in the end, but yeah, they're just Sion immediate went for the CS. And this fight, nice dodge here for Kiving as Sion coming in with the train. Gonna go into Woody, knock up, bam, 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 bam. Even if Junja is gonna be missing the spear. This is just no chance for TLN to fight as Karsa gonna be taking down Kiving with the Cataclysm, but again, the damage is not there. I feel like CFO had a game plan. Yeah. CFO had a game plan. Win early. Beat TLN in the thing that they're best at. They succeeded, and now they're just looking to end this game. And okay, alright. Alright, we're gonna get another Atacon fight, guys. Surely they're not gonna be throwing this away here, right? I mean, Honky is doing a pretty good job, just keeping them away. However, I mean, he's gonna get popped up. There's an ultimate from Fofo. Honky is gonna be half health, but so is Fofo himself. Members are going down, but oh, Sion is just enough ulti, not gonna hit anyone, but there it is. Sion is still acts as a front line, as now they're gonna be killing the others one by one. And 20 minutes into the game, there's gonna be Honkyu jumping in, trying to get others down, trying to get for the resets. Oh, Woody gonna be going down! Oh my god, lower accurate arcing Caitlyn just finds the shot, and gonna get maybe a double as well. It's gonna go to driver. Atacon, quite possible now. I feel like Atacon throw is not... Oh, okay, I mean... Yeah, I mean, this Jhin is not gonna do too much. Atacon throw has been avoided. And I feel like this game is unthrowable at this point. 10,000 lead for CFO, as they're just gonna get voracious Atacon. The only question is how long is it gonna be taking them for end the game. I would assume 25. Usually even when teams that had 10,000, they're not really risking just going to the base, even with Forest Life. I would assume the match is gonna go to Baron. But I don't think it's gonna see the 30-minute mark. As everyone is looking like that we had our fun yesterday with the 5 game series. Oh my god, look at this. And you know what's funny? CFO's fight was not even the best. Like, driver kind of screwed up the ultimate here. Oh, the Braum ultimate was really nice though. Wait a second, haven't even noticed then. Oh my god, Kiving is absolutely smurfing this fight. Jesus. Yeah, low accurate. Yeah, they were incredible. They were incredible in this fight. Damn. And the coaching staff? TLN's coaching staff is not looking too happy. And chat, yesterday we had our fun. we have seen the very first 5-game Fearless series in the LCP. CFO though, just like how they did in the upper bracket finals, they're gonna say no. They are not gonna go into 5 games. Not on their watch. They are here to do business. They don't want to see the extent the Fearless can go to. As now minions are crushing onto the base. And with the force life for CFO, how is TLN gonna be defending that? That is the question. Kiving basically not getting any damage. Driver is gonna be the same. Just there is Helper is the same. How can they get those people down? There's no anti-tank item on TLN either. Driver and Kiving just probably gonna be frontlining this. And there this Siren ultimate. Well, gonna be stunning Aji. Is Aji immediately blown up? Oh my goodness. And is it just the end? I literally just said that I don't think the teams would be ending without the Baron. But CFO just proving me wrong. CFO proving me wrong. Just like the regular season standing. Just like people's predictions. I mean, I have predicted TLN to be first. And I was wrong. But also, everyone else did. You guys have also predicted TLN first. We were all wrong. CFO proving everyone wrong. Exceeding expectations. As CFO gonna be winning the very first LCP split. And gonna go to the first stand. CFO advances to the first stand 2025 tournament. They're gonna be the very first team to represent LCP on the big stage. We already know they're gonna go against Hanwha, who have just won the LCK Cup. They're gonna find out who's going from LTA in just a few hours. As for LPL LEC, that's for 1 week later. But CFO, they gotta be our representative for the first stand. And oh boy, I could not be more hyped for that tournament. TLN, they have done their best. And TLN, they have done their best. They went to 5 games yesterday. They went to 4 today. They had the chance to win it all. They have ended first regular season. They have beaten CFO in the regular season. Our 3 teams are super close. Anyone could have won. I said this for weeks now. But CFO are gonna be the ones. Anyone could have, but CFO did. Both Driver and Rest, props to them. I feel like it has been an incredible series from both of them, as unfortunately TLN, this is gonna be the end of their season. We're not gonna be seeing them until the next split starts. But this team, we're gonna be seeing them. I hope we're gonna be seeing them so much. So much potential in them. A lot of airways. But you guys have like 2 airways. Just for those chewing gums, wow. He's chewing a lot. He's chewing a lot, just like how he chewed his enemies. He's chewing a lot, just like how he chewed on his enemies. That's what happened. Absolutely congratulations. Yeah. I'm gonna go to this view. I have to say, CFO coming into this season, they picked up they promoted Honkyu from the academy team. This is his debut here. They swapped some members. They got Junjia and traded away Karsa. They're also running a double. They're also running an actual 6-man roster, with the rest usually starting and game 3 Driver swapping in. There were so many things that could have went wrong for this team, but none of them has done. But none of them have. They have lost 1 game to the Vikings. Then I'm gonna be honest, they were sick. Like, it's not an excuse, they were sick. And I don't need excuses, because this team has proved everyone that they are the best team in the LCP. Beat Vikings 3-1, beat TLN 3-1. No 5 games. They're not even gonna go to 5 games. They're only gonna go to 4. That's how they're gonna be doing in the first 10 tournament that is up for debate. And as I said before, I have a bit of a hot take. I feel like this team is gonna have to play us, which means they're gonna end like top 4, which means there's gonna be a region who is gonna be worse than LCP. Which is, I mean, it doesn't sound much, but there's no doubt about that. We are probably the smallest region from the 5 regions right now. But even with that being said, I have faith in the CFO. I have faith in them. They're gonna take down maybe LEC, maybe LTA, maybe both of them. As they are gonna be the new kings of the LCP. TLN, you had your fun in the PCS. But in LCP, it's gonna be CFO's dynasty that's starting today. Player rematch. Oops. Player of the match is gonna be Honkyu. This rookie mid laner played for their academy team last year. Actually destroyed academy last year. Promoted now to the big stage, and what a performance he has so far. I cannot wait to see his debut on the international stage as well. As Ven is even. But most importantly, CFO might have. CFO might have went to first stand. They might be a pretty strong team. They might be a pretty strong team. But most importantly, the blessing of the void. She has predicted that CFO would be winning. She was a little hesitant at the start. She thought that maybe TLN is going to be winning game 1, and that's what happened. Then she predicted every single draft correctly. All the predictions today were correct. Kurami, you did well. And CFO made it to first stand. The season kickoff is with this one. Alright. And everyone, with this, the season kickoff is over. Obviously, I'm gonna make content about first stand. Obviously, I'm gonna make content about what's happening next season because I'm expecting some changes. We have a long off season ahead of us. There's gonna be spectator streams before first stand. There's gonna be videos about first stand. There's gonna be videos about CFO. There's gonna be videos about the Japanese teams, like what's happening there. And also, there's gonna be LJL before first stand. Until first stand starts, there's gonna be LJL still going on, starting again on Thursday. There's gonna be League of Legends is not gonna be stopping. So much content still coming, but for now, for at least a little moment, let's just stop and appreciate CFO as winning the very, very first tournament, as winning the very, very first split in the LCP. And I couldn't have been happier to watch this team. I couldn't have been happier to co-stream this team throughout the year. I'm happy to see new faces like Honkyu popping up. I'm happy to see old faces. I'm happy to see old faces like Kaiving still having it. And I feel like they were just a really fun team to watch in general. Thank you everyone for watching my co-streams. I was Tina with the Jesport Hub. And see you in all the future content as well. But for now, are you co-streaming first? And I don't think I can. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, like I haven't talked with Riot about that, but I feel like I feel like first and is just a different like division. You know? I don't think I'm gonna be live viewing probably. I'm definitely gonna be live viewing at least on Twitch. I feel like though, I mean, there's gonna be like limited slots for first, and I don't think I'm gonna be getting the limited slots there. I mean, if Riot like offers me, I'm obviously gonna be accepting, but yeah. Hi everyone. Oh.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and what a wonderful series of games.
Oh wait, we have an interview?
Welcome to the post-game interview. I am going to be your host, Clement.
Okay.
And with
Clement.
me, I have the honor to bring
gonna
you
be
three
helping translating
team
us.
members of CFO.
Okay.
Starting off first
interview.
is Honkyu, This has been an amazing
Right,
split
we're gonna
for
have
you,
an
an amazing
we're gonna have an
journey.
English interview
As a
now.
relatively
All
new
right.
player, can you tell us how this journey has been for you and give us a bit of a feeling for your rating of your performance today? 那第一个问题的话，我们想要问一下这个
I'm
红
also
Q，因为你是这支队伍上面
How
算是比
is
较
your
新的
debut
一个
performance,
选
this
手这
rookie
样子。
player?
那这次
I also want to
打
hear
到国
what
际
he
赛一定
thinks.
对你是一个很重要的里程碑。
I do feel
你可以
like
跟
that
我们
he
分享
has,
一
you
下
know, I
你
do feel
当
like he
前
has
的
been
一些
incredible.
感受，跟你
What
今
are
天对
his
狙击的
thoughts?
表现有什么样的看法吗？
当前的感受就是，可能前阵子训练赛就很辛苦吧，就是要一直练一直练，然后就这次能出国就蛮开心的吧，就是自己的努力没有白费，就对今天自己的表现挺满意的。
So what I'm feeling right now is that my effort has not gone to waste. Beforehand, in scrims, we just had to keep on trying, and keep on trying. As for my own performance, I'm just really happy that I was able to secure the opportunity to go and play at an international event. Now, the second question for you is, can you tell us about how maybe some of the more experienced players and your coaches has allowed you to grow up so fast on this team and roster and find your place? 那第二个问题，我想问一下，就是
I mean, yeah,
你队上的话有很多
I
比
mean,
你
yeah,
年
I
长
mean,
的
we
选手，
don't really talk
或
about
甚至你
Hong
的
Q
教练，他
just
是怎么
because
样
he's like a
帮
new
你
league, new
迅速
player,
的
so
精进，跟找
he's
到
kind
你
of
自己
like
在
new
队
with
伍
the
上面的
others.
定位。
But that was an incredible
就可能一
fast
开始加入
grow
的时候，
up.
我那时候还很菜吧，就是可能训练赛的时候都会一直被念，然后可能教练大将会在休息时间的时候会一直告诉我，就该怎么做，游戏该怎么玩这样子。
When I first started off, I was a complete novice and I was getting berated all the time. Our coach, Chawi, would stay around me and keep on teaching me what to do and what to improve on. So a big thanks to Chawi and all the team members that made the CFO team possible.
Definitely.
Next
Definitely.
up, we are
Incredible
going to have some
performance.
questions for Dago. Dago,
Dago.
you played with Kai Wing at another international tournament in 2021. What does it feel like to find that familiar support and find that familiar results, going and representing your region once more? 那 Dago， 你之前在2021
You should be asking him about the Kai'Sa
跟
ultimates.
搭档去打 MSI， 那再
How
度
you
跟
felt
同
during
一
the
个
Kai'Sa
初
ultimates?
次的辅助，又得到同样的一个结果，是什么样的感觉？
就是
It's on. Don't worry.
喂，
有听到。
是
就是也没有想到，就是我们会这么快的进到这次的第一阶段吧。我以为我们的磨合期应该还会很长，因为那时候的磨合期，就是也是有经历了我的凯撒草丛的挫败吧。
I did not expect us to find success so quickly. The last time we were together, it was a long period of getting to know and acclimate to each other. And I do remember my Kaisa in the bush incident from before as well. I think a lot of us do remember those moments, but the results ended up proving
kind
themselves.
of continue
The
that
second
now.
question for you is, Dago, this is your first split back into this region in the LCP. And in your first time, you were able to knock off TLN, the most dominant team this region has ever produced. Can you tell us why you think that happened and what are your feeling about the results? 那 Dago， 这是你回到这个赛区的第一
He
季
just
嘛，
continued
那
his
马
Kai'Sa
上就取
performance.
得了显著的成果，将塔隆这个其实赛区的霸主
That
马
looked
上
really
就击
shaky
败了。
throughout the
那你
season,
有
I
预
have to
期有
say.
这样子的
They
结果
kind
吗？
of
目
like
前的感
scared
想
up.
是什么？
I just feel like Talon was really strong here, man. I mean, they have been
是没
shaky.
有到这种结果啊，就可能我们是第二、第三名，然后有点艰难的落败那种感觉。这是我一开始的预期，我没有想过最终我们能让我们的新秀起来的这么快。
I did not foresee this result. I thought that we were going to end the season maybe second place or third place in a heartbreaking fashion. But we were able to rise our rookies up and take the win here for ourselves. Those were some great answers, Dago. Thank you very much. And now for the coach that made all of this happen,
Charlie.
you have brought CFO, brought another championship back to CFO after 3 years of trying. How have you been able to maybe shape their mentality and rise their skills and finally bring them back to the pinnacle? 就想问乔宇的第一个问题是，其实已经这个 CFO 拿到冠军睽违3年之久了。那这一次带队伍，你是怎么样让他们调整心态，让他们更增强自己，最后走回巅峰？
Charlie, it was
其
because
实我
my
一开
time in
始加入
TSM.
队，我就有跟他们说过，就是我其实很不严肃，我就是希望这些选手在我的带领之下，他们是很享受这个比赛的过程。 所以其实像红 Q 能进步很快，是因为其实我们也没有给他太多压力，就是跟他说你去送啊，没关系，反正你自己送一送，你就知道下次你就不能送了。对，那其实我对选手就是很宽容，就是让他们，因为我觉得选手你要打久，你得享受。那你在比赛中你压力很大的话，你自己会没办法表现。那我觉得选手因为也不怕我，所以他们其实就很放得开去打。
My mental is
What an
unbreakable
amazing
ever since I
answer
played in
coming in from
TSM.
Chowie.
My
Chowie
mental is
says that the
unbreakable
most
ever since I was
important
able to
thing is
coach
that he
TSM.
wants his players to enjoy the game. He didn't try to put too much pressure on his players, and that was why Hongkyu was able to improve so quickly and so fast. He's telling Hongkyu that, hey, if you want to int, then go ahead and try it. I know you won't int afterwards after knowing the results. So I think that's the most important thing.
Okay, that's kind of
my
based.
players to feel
That's probably what he
natural
told
around me,
Dogo as
to be
well
able
after
to
those Cresta
play to
plays.
their natural best, and that's why I think that they were able to improve so fast. So the second question I have for Chowie here is, a lot of players have mentioned that you have this very unique style of coaching that isn't necessarily from this region. Have you honed your coaching methods
he's
based on
Singaporean.
your players on this team, or where does this kind of coaching style come from?
我觉得执教这个方式的话，就是
he understands English,
因
I'm
为其
pretty
实在
sure.
电竞圈很
Wait,
久，
was
应
he
该有
like
20年了，
the
所以其实我有
was he in
被
the
很多教练带过，
the
自己也带过
Mandarin
很多
TSM or
选手
not? Actually,
那
not
我就会
sure.
在应对每个选手、每个队伍会有不同的方式，那就是自己想
不然
拿捏
有
住，
English
就决定好哪一个东西是为我们队伍是最好的。
I've been a coach for a very, very long time, and I've been able to go through all different sorts of coaching styles, and I really fit my
regions.
coaching methods to the team that I have right now, and I believe I have found the best path for them.
The mental
Thank you
fortitude
so much,
that I had to
CFO members,
working with
for this
Reggie
amazing
made me
interview, and
working
we
with
wish
Reggie
the
made me
best of
prepare for
luck at the
all
upcoming
things.
2025
After that, my
first
mental was
stand
unbreakable.
tournament. As for the rest of the LCP, you guys have done an amazing job as well. We will see you next split. But for now, we head on to Korea 2025 first stand. Thank you all for watching today, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Everyone. Is there anything else? I don't think so. And everyone, thank you as well. Thank you for watching this whole year. As I said before, content keeps on coming for first time tournament, before first time tournament, for the off season, and even LGL is still going on. So content is not going to be stopping. There's a League of Legends still, but for now, let's appreciate CFO. Incredible year that they had. As now, let's cheer for them. Let's cheer for the LCP at the very first international tournament that this new region has seen. And you guys, see you guys in the next video. Like, yeah, for some reason I actually had to break because I didn't want to like match with the LCP. It's literally just like because there was a LGL started when there was Lunar New Year, the Chinese New Year. Like that's when they started, and then LCP came back. There was that. Now that LCP is over, there's gonna be LGL until there is until first stand. They just like because they run on the same channel at the same time. Like they're running on the same time slot in the same channel, so they couldn't like swap it up. They were like just alternating. Anyways, thank you for watching. More videos and more streams are coming, so make sure to follow our socials and YouTube and Twitch. Once again, thank you everyone. I could not be thankful enough for this opportunity. I could not be thankful enough for all of you guys who have watched, and see you in the next one. Bye bye everyone. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.